Yeah, but it's fine. No, I don't have a charger. I did.
That's right, girl.
What does that mean with this thing? Why is it 5,000 people already on this game? Because you said it was 4 people playing. Why does that send that for? So many people. What goes on when you're not sure about it? Yeah, there you are. Whether you when you're up. Hello, my beautiful friends.
Yep. Molded. Okay. I need to give this back to Byron. Would you maybe just give it back to me? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Hello. I'm sure they will be fine. Like, so they can do something. So they can throw something in. Okay, cool. Hello, hello. Somebody talk to me. No one's talking to me, guys. Niemand praat my nie.
Hulle praat.
No, hulle doen nie. Nie met my nie. Nie met my nie.
Costanza, they are talking, they're discussing out the weather. Number 5. Talking to you again.
No. Lagos, 90, partly cloudy, yes. Okay, Lagos, 90, partly cloudy. And London, 51, partly cloudy. Okay, I found your keyboard. Yeah.
You guys are made too much popcorn.
Stand by.
Right, let's quickly take a look at those global temperatures right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show for the Africa Channel. Over in Lagos, a nice and hot day expected with maximum of 90 degrees Fahrenheit and partly cloudy conditions. A cool day for London, though, a maximum of 51 degrees, also with partly cloudy conditions. But let's quickly run you through the global temperatures. Can I do one more? Right, let's quickly take a look at those global temperatures right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. A hot day expected for Lagos with a maximum of 90 degrees Fahrenheit and partly cloudy conditions. A cool day for London, reaching a maximum of 51, also partly cloudy conditions. But let's get a full roundup of those temperatures quickly. And that's a wrap of your global temperatures right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show for the Africa Channel. Channel Afrique. Sorry, that was just me practicing singing in the shower. La. Los Angeles, good morning. Starting off on 46 degrees minimum, reaching a high of 71 degrees and sunny conditions expected. Mostly cloudy for New York, 46 minimum this morning with a maximum of 61 and a couple of showers expected throughout the course of your Wednesday. London, 48 and a high of 51 degrees and partly cloudy. Casablanca, also nice and sunny today, 45 degrees minimum this morning, reaching a maximum of 66. Algiers, also sunny, 44 and a high of 59 degrees. Tunis, 43 this morning, reaching a maximum of 61 with partly cloudy conditions. Partly cloudy for Tripoli as well, 54 this morning, reaching a high of 65 degrees. Cairo, 52, 67. Accra starting off on a 76 minimum with a maximum of 88 degrees and partly cloudy conditions and a couple of showers expected. Lagos, 78 and that hot maximum of 90 degrees with partly cloudy conditions. Addis Ababa 46 and a high of 76 degrees with partly cloudy conditions. Kinshasa and Brazzaville mostly cloudy today and thunder showers expected. Minimum 74, maximum 89. Kampala 64, 82 with a couple of thunder showers expected as well. And some thunder showers for Nairobi, 57 minimum this morning with a maximum of 78. Dar es Salaam starting off on 76, reaching a high of 88 degrees with partly cloudy conditions and a thunder shower or two for your Wednesday. Luanda 76, reaching a high of 86 degrees with partly cloudy conditions. Lusaka 65 and a high of 80 with thunder showers. Harare 59, reaching a high of 81 degrees. Antananarivo, partly cloudy conditions today, starting off on 60 minimum with a maximum of 84. Windhoek starting off on 64 with a maximum 86 degrees and a couple of showers expected. Some showers for Gaborone as well, with mostly cloudy conditions. 62 is your minimum with a maximum 79. Maputo can also expect mostly cloudy conditions and thunder showers expected. 67, reaching a high of 78. Johannesburg 53, 71, mostly cloudy and thunder showers. And partly cloudy in Cape Town, 64 minimum with the maximum 88 degrees.
Hey? Yeah, just give the forehead some room to breathe. You know, bring it out a little bit. It's annual, hey? It's a beautiful forehead. Yeah. Well, sorry? 6 feet, I heard what you said, thank you. That's why I keep it closed, because of comments like that. Really? You see, you should be building me up, not breaking me down.
People say dumb shit, and then you take it personally, which is actually not the truth.
Exactly. And then tomorrow when it's closed, then I'm going to say, because you said it was a 6-head. Thank you, Lucian. The money originally deposited in Luxembourg was confiscated by a Swiss bank in late 2014 in March last year. Ernest Bai Koroma came after pressure by the opposition, Sierra Leone People's Party. Romania's former King Michael what? Is it just King Michael? Former King Michael I has died in Switzerland at the age of 96. King Michael, who was diagnosed... I can't believe this guy's name is just King Michael, nothing else. Is it the Michael I? Is that it? Okay, cool. King Michael Knight.
Stand by. 5, 4, 3, 2.
In your morning news here on the Africa Channel, Switzerland will return to Nigeria around $321 million in assets seized from the family of former military ruler Sani Abacha via a deal signed with the World Bank this week. The money, originally deposited in Luxembourg, was confiscated by a Swiss court in late 2014, and in March last year, the two states signed an agreement on its repatriation. Nigeria, Switzerland and the World Bank have agreed that the funds will be returned through a project supported and overseen by the World Bank and aimed at strengthening social security for Nigeria's poor. Sierra Leone's opposition says it welcomes the replacement of the country's police chief following his sacking amid accusations of institutional political bias and endemic corruption. Former Inspector General of Police Francis Munu was reassigned to an ambassadorial post in neighboring Liberia after being removed from duty last week and replaced with Richard Moigbe, by his deputy. This decision by President Ernest Bai Koroma came after pressure by the opposition Sierra Leone People's Party over the arrest of their party spokesman and the detention of several supporters. Romania's former King Michael I has died in Switzerland at the age of 96. King Michael, who was diagnosed with cancer last year and subsequently withdrew from public life, ruled Romania twice, first in the 1920s when he was just 5 years old, and then again in the 1940s. A cousin of Britain's Queen Elizabeth, Michael was forced to abdicate in 1947 after post-war communist takeover of Romania and has lived in exile in the West for decades. Details of his memorial and funeral are yet to be confirmed. And then finally, international leaders have warned US President Donald Trump that he risks jeopardizing Middle East peace efforts if he recognized Jerusalem and the Israeli capital and moved the US embassy there. Trump delayed a controversial decision on the ancient holy city earlier this week, following frantic public warnings from allies and private phone calls between world leaders. Jerusalem's status is a key issue in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, with both Israelis and Palestinians claiming the city as their capital. Well, that was a roundup of your Express headline news right here on the Africa Channel. Groovy morning, darling. Okay. Carl, it's you and I. On this day in history. Do you want to get a squiz at it? So I'll kick us off, and then you can do that first one. I'll do the middle one. Did you want to read it? This morning and the state. It's all on the order queue. Yeah. But sometimes they throw a knop in there. Now closer to home now, where we take a moment to remember. And she glanced already. Probably forgot to chat it on her.
It's not in the Bible, so I just want to read it. Brett met up with one of South Africa's great champions and got battered.
Number 5.
Shiny armor, dragons, white horses, well, they are alive.
And they really were lit. So when she had this book, I found it. She answered, when I Uber, she gets there, she does overweight, back there, gets the phone.
We all know about those shiny.
2.
So shining armor, dragons, white horses, well, they are alive and well in South Africa. Brett met up with one of South Africa's great champions and got battered.
Then I give him a phone, and then
Okay. Oh, I can't see. You starting off way on me or Carl? Can you see Carl?
on the end. 5, 4, 3.
Well, we live in a world that is constantly changing, and life seems to be getting so much faster every single day. So as we welcome today, the 6th of December, let's take a look at what happened on this day in history.
So we kick off in the Democratic Republic of Congo this morning, where on this day in 2006, Joseph Kabila was inaugurated as president. Kabila was the country's first democratically elected president in over 40 years.
Wow, moving forward indeed. Well, bringing it closer to home now, we take a moment to remember South African pop singer Danny Williams, who sadly on this day in 2005 passed on. Known for his smooth and stylish ways with ballads, Danny earned the nickname of Britain's Johnny Mathis. Do you remember that? Britain's Johnny Mathis.
Really? Like, I remember that? That's crazy. But I mean, we got another one for you, though, because we all know the Encyclopedia Britannica, which was first published on this day in 1768. Since then, it has had over 4,000 contributors, 32 volumes, and 32,640 pages.
I love it when you speak foreign.
Thank you.
Well, that's our bite-sized dose of this day, or rather what happened on this day in history. So why don't you go out there and make today as historic as it is?
step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Morning and welcome to a Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on the app.
Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on the Africa channel. Good morning, Africa. Tell me how you're doing.
Good morning.
Good morning, team. I'm just going to like Bluetooth high five you over there.
Bam. How's it, Carl? How's
And
it,
of course, Carl Wasty joining us this morning. Usually he gets us amped for the week ahead. Now he's just getting us amped all day.
I'm excited though. Thanks so much for having me here. I mean, it's
good to
really
have you.
amazing. We've got some really cool things on the show today, so let's make it
Absolutely.
happen.
That's right. We're going to take a look at local entertainment news, and one of our local girls is living her best life internationally. We're talking about the brand new Miss Universe. first, Debbie Lee Nell-Peters.
And very exciting day, we'll check out the 13th edition of the Volvo Ocean Race.
That's going to be very, very exciting. Looking forward to that. They are in Cape Town this coming weekend. So yeah, definitely if you are in Cape Town and the waterfront's close by, then make a turn right there. Then we also have the lovely Catherine Swain joining us in studio. She's our musical guest this morning. We're going to introduce you a little bit later on, but stick around for that. There's going to be a performance not to be missed. And also some great summer holiday gifting ideas, because we are in the festive season. The holiday season is here. We want to make it special for you.
Definitely special indeed, but it's going to be a special show. Carl is here and he's special indeed. So let's go and take a look what's happening in terms of your temperatures.
Top of a building in the city. The stars in the sky and the stars in your eyes look so pretty.
Wake up, Nana. Let's go, Nana. Take a shower, Nana. Nana, Nana. How do I say sorry?
I step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune to my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Carl Wasty joining us this morning. Good to have you here.
Nice to be here, girl.
Usually you get us amped for the week ahead. Now you're just going to get us amped all day.
I have to, though, and it's important because you and I have the same ombre in our
I love
hairstyle.
it. You're my hombre as well. Well, we are also taking a look at what's happening on our local entertainment news front. Demi Lee is living her best life, everybody, of course. Our brand new Miss Universe is just enjoying New York City.
And you know when they say whatever floats your boat? Well, we took it literally, and we're going to give you some details on the 13th edition of the Volvo Ocean Race too.
That's right. We also need to bring you some musical magicalness on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Catherine Swain is in the house, and she is just going to blow us away with her beautiful voice.
And lovely, and that's pretty festive as well. And given the fact that it's festive, we need to give you some summer gifting ideas as well. So stick around for that.
Exactly. Well, let's find out what's happening in terms of your temperatures all around the country. Good morning, Mr. Stradle.
Thank you so much, team, and a very warm welcome from my side, and also to Carl Wasty. Lovely to have you as part of the team today, my brother. Let's quickly take a look at your weather. Now, there'll be a chance of thunder showers in parts of Gauteng and the Free State as well, and some rain along the KZN coast today. Polokwane begin op 13, dit styg na 22 grade met 'n paar donderstorms wat verwag kan word. Mbombela 14-19, Pretoria 23-27, Johannesburg 11 grade en 'n maksimum 22 met 'n paar donderstorms wat verwag kan word. Mahikeng 15-27, Klerksdorp 14-27, Kimberley begin op 16, dit styg na maksimum van 30, Bloemfontein 13-27, Richards Bay starting off on 17 with a maximum 22 degrees, Pietermaritzburg 13-17, Durban 18-22, Mthatha 11 this morning with a maximum 18 degrees, East London 17-22, Cradock 12-30, Port Elizabeth on 17 with a maximum 22, George 16-23, Sutherland starting off on 13, reaching a nice and warm maximum of 29 degrees, Cape Town very hot today, 18 minimum with a maximum of 31 degrees, Worcester absolutely boiling, 16-36, Springbok also very hot, 1937 later on today, and Uppington starting off on 22, and also Scorcher with a maximum of 35 degrees. As a wrap of your weather, we'll take a look at it again in half an hour's time, just after 7 o'clock, but it's still nice and early. Let's take a look at what's happening out on the roads now in Gauteng, Pretoria. There's been a multi-vehicle accident on the N1 southbound, and that's before Garsfontein Road. 2 lanes are blocked, so please approach there with caution. In KwaZulu-Natal on the N3, accidents on the N3 westbound at EB Klute interchange and eastbound at Cliffdale interchange. And that's what we have for you in terms of traffic. We'll keep you updated throughout the course of your Wednesday morning. Stick with us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Pharma Dynamics, effective, affordable healthcare.
Thank you so much, Mr. Stratton. Well, if your entertainment knowledge is on point, we are going to test you this morning with our Emoji Charades game. And of course, we want to see those skills come out. You know how it works. We want to know from you, is this a movie, is it a TV show, or is it a song? How many words are in the title? So let's have a go. We're going to put the emojis on screen and see if you know what we are talking. Okay, so Carl, this is definitely a song.
Okay,
right?
it's going to be a song, yeah.
There are 3 words in the title. There's a thumbs down and also a heart. Do you have a clue for us?
Okay,
there?
so thumbs down. Okay, that's very confusing, but it's okay. I've got a clue for you. The first one is, this is from the American singer-songwriter's second album called Hopeless Fountain Kingdom.
Ooh, wow, okay. It was also released earlier this year in August and is her second single from the album. That's interesting.
And if that doesn't help, here's another one. In the song, she describes her previous relationships and what went wrong and why it didn't work.
It's definitely not DJ Khaled with another one.
Another one.
Just joking. Well, if you think you know what the answer is based on our clues and what you see on screen right now, why don't you go to our Facebook page or Twitter and use that official hashtag Expresso Show and let us know what you think the answer is to our Emoji Charades game.
I have absolutely no idea, even with those clues. I hope you get it right. We'll run you through those answers a little bit later on this morning. But right now, we are officially now underway with your Wednesday morning. We're going to be taking a very quick ad break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we take a look at what our local celebs have been up to, and our very own Demi Lee Nell Peters, absolutely loving the state at the moment. We'll bring you what she's up to. And then also the 13th edition of the Volvo Ocean Race. We'll bring you up to speed as to what is happening there. They are in town this weekend, so very, very exciting as well for the mother city. But we'll run you through that after the break.
Wake up, Nana. Let's go, Nana. Take a shower, Nana. Nana, Nana. How do I say sorry when I know I let you down, when I know that I was wrong? Tell me, how do I? Sure, you're tired of the same old stories, but I need you around. Wouldn't be the same without you. I promise you. I will, Nana, Nana. Would you please forgive me? I will, Nana, Nana. Would you please forgive me? I will, Nana, Nana. Would you please forgive me? I will, Nana, Nana. Would you please forgive me?
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, you're on SABC3, and it's time to check out some local entertainment news. Leanne Williams.
Yes, sir. I'm not loving having Cole on the show. I love you. I really, really do. Okay, someone else that we all love is Demi Lee, who is living her best life right now. Can you believe that our very own Demi Lee Nell Peters has been Miss Universe for over a week already? It seems like it was just yesterday. Since being crowned, Demi Lee has been quite busy with media interviews and cute breakfasts and even getting to see her first Broadway musical. They're just some of the things that she's been up to. And then, of course, most recently, with a very fresh haircut, she heads to Philippines as well as a hangout session with the 2012 Miss Universe, Olivia Culpo. And I must say, living her best life indeed.
And she's so humble as well. That's what I love about her. As Miss Universe, as Miss South Africa, super humble. But Miss Universe, she's still keeping it real. I love her.
I love her. Someone that we also love is Pearl Tusi, who is feeling the December festive vibes because it's upon us. And even though we still have to wait for the holidays, most of us are already feeling festive. Now, she is definitely, Pearl Tusi is definitely one of those people who is living her best life and has shared some of her excitement for the final month of the year.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, December. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hey.
I love it. Of course, hanging out with Mini-Me there as well. And she is in Cape Town at the moment because she's shooting Scorpion King. And she plays a warrior princess. So very, very happy for her. She's living her best life.
Absolutely. There were lots of pearls of wisdom from her, definitely. You know how it goes.
Definitely, indeed. Well, that was our local entertainment. We'll, of course, have some international entertainment news for you a little bit later on.
Thank you so much, Leanne, for the roundup. Right now, a chance for you to win on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, the game may have changed, but the legend continues with Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, this week's exciting Expresso New Metro Movie Club prize. Now, this action-packed film will have you on the edge of your seat with prime holiday movie fun as 4 high school students and friends have to play the legendary game not only to win, but also to survive. Now, you can experience this blockbuster's twists and turns ahead of the release in New Metro's 4DX, an exhilarating cinema experience with high-tech motion seats and special environmental effects only at the V&A Waterfront in Cape Town, the Pavilion in Durban, Cornubia Mall, Umhlanga, Menlyn Park in Pretoria, Hyde Park and Empress Palace in Johannesburg. Now stand a chance to win double tickets to see Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle in 4DX on 26 December. Simply SMS the keyword Jumanji plus your name and city to 40675. That's 40675. Remember, you need to add the city in which you are able to watch the screening. T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. The competition closes on midnight on the 8th of December. Now, will they be able to play their way back into the real world, or are they stuck in the game forever? Enter, stand a chance to win, and find out.
Find the best entertainment at New Metro Cinemas. It's your scene.
Well, this past week, the waterfront dock in Cape Town has been home to some of the world's most impressive racing yachts for the 13th edition of the Volvo Ocean Race. The race sees teams taking on the world's toughest oceans in an 8-month yacht race around the world. Before the teams depart for Australia on Sunday, we are joined this morning by skippers of the Turn the Tide on Plastics Investors 11th Hour Racing, and we want to welcome to the show Dee Kafari and Charlie Enright. So good to have you on the show. So let's talk about this 8-month-long race. Why would anybody take part in such a grueling challenge? It really seems like something that is so astronomical to most of us.
Well, I think there's 2 reasons that, people like us compete in a race like this, and that's, we're competitive people, and also there's a real sense of adventure. I mean, we just sailed 7,000 miles from here to Portugal, and you get to see some pretty amazing parts of the world.
That's amazing. Now, Dee, both of you are skippers. What are some of the roles and responsibilities that you've got to take on to make sure that this is successful?
Well, it's a huge kind of burden of responsibility because ultimately we're responsible for the sailors and the boat.
Yeah.
And obviously their safety is paramount. And we're from Cape Town, we literally head south and venture into the Southern Ocean all the way to Australia. So it's probably the most hostile environment you can get. Rescue is actually very sparse, so we rely on each other. Our closest rescue is our fellow competitor.
Yeah.
So it's one of those unique sports where we're fierce rivals, but actually we rely on each other if we need it.
Exactly. Charlie, don't you want to just paint a picture for us regular civilians that just kind of look at this and go, wow, how dangerous can this actually be? And what measures do you have to put in place to make sure that you secure the safety of your team?
As Dee said, the buck kind of stops with us, as the skippers of our respective boats. And, safety is the most important thing, not only to our respective teams, but also to Volvo and the race organization as a whole. We have a bunch of different safety measures that we take in consideration. We all wear, life jackets. We have life rafts. There's a ton of safety equipment that we're trained in that we hope to never have to use.
yeah, definitely. Well, I think last year I had a chance to, go to the expo and see what it's actually all about and see the yachts and all of, the safety measures in place. But what is the next leg? What does that entail? Where are you off to and how long will it take to get there?
Well, the next leg is another 7,000 miles in the hostile Southern Ocean. Yeah. We come out of Cape Town. I believe the forecast is really laying it on for us, as Cape Town always does. A little bit of a fruity forecast for us to depart in.
Fruity forecast.
Head south until it gets cold, and then we go as fast as we can, heading east towards, and we're stopping in Melbourne, so southern Australia, for a little pit stop before we then head up to Hong Kong. And the race for us is race against time for Christmas, so we could potentially be spending Christmas at sea.
Oh my word, it's incredible. Now, Charlie, I do remember you said that you're both competitive and that's why you love it, but what else do you love about being a part of the Volvo Ocean Race?
I think for our two teams, we have amazing sponsors, Investis and 11th Hour Racing and, Turn the Tide on Plastic, and to partner with them and sail for a message like sustainability, it really empowers our team and keeps us all on the same page.
Wonderful. Well, that is a very important message to be pushing. So we do want to wish you all the best. And if you are going to be spending Christmas at sea, all the best with that, hey?
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
So good to have Charlie and, of course, Dee here with the Volvo Ocean Race.
Very exciting indeed. Now, here's something that's very exciting as well. If there's a way to save time and money, we'll take it. And this is why mobile banking is quite literally the future of not only how we bank, but also how we live our day-to-day lives. Mobile banking allows us to manage our money from wherever we are and gives us the convenience and power we all crave. Now, if you want to send money to someone urgently, just use your phone. If you need to buy airtime, just use your phone. Need to change your ATM limit, just use your phone. The new Nedbank Money app is going to change the way you see and manage your money. And as an added bonus as well, we are giving you the chance to win daily vouchers of 1,000 Rand from loot.co.za when you download the app. Now, in order to win, all you have to do is download the Nedbank Money app in your preferred app store today, log in with your details and post a screenshot of the welcome page on the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page competition post. It is literally that easy. Terms and conditions can be found on our website, and that's expressoshow.com.
Make instant payments easier than ever before. Simply select Quick Pay, choose your beneficiary, and pay. That's it. Download the new Nedbank Money app today and manage your money like never before.
And still ahead, Catherine Swain has a fantastic performance here, as well as some summer gifting ideas in case you're not really sure what to buy somebody this festive season. So stick around, you're on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso.
Let's go, na-na. Take a shower, na-na. Na-na-na-na. How do I say sorry when I know I let you down, when I know that I was wrong? Tell me, how do I? Sure, you're tired of the same old stories, but I need you around. Wouldn't be the same without.
At Samsung, we develop technology so you can live life. Samsung, a way of life.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso right here on SABC3. It's a family affair. My boys have just joined me. Could not keep them off screen, guys. Say, this is Dominic and this is Kian. Say morning, guys. Okay, there we go. Love it.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Listen, thank you very much, man. Getting into that festive spirit, as you can see. But right now, though, time to quickly check out some of the funny, interesting, and rather random things that we stumbled across on social media this morning. What do we have, guys?
You guys, I found the coolest story. Now, this next DJ is serving up middle-aged realness, and we are here for it. From Run DMC to Vanilla Ice to Snoop Dogg, no party is complete without this DJ. Check it out. What? I think she was going to do some scratching as well.
I thought I saw that lady in the shopping mall the other day.
With a pink dress and
yeah,
a straw
she was
hat.
looking for baked beans. Okay. I know that lady. Yeah, I remember that.
I love it.
So I got a story that I found, and I feel like it's good for Kat as well as Zoe, because Zoe loves cats and Kat is cat.
I know where this is heading.
It has to, I'm sorry.
I know where this is heading.
But if you want to decorate, this is the perfect thing. Have you ever heard of something called Twinkle Tush?
Oh, I saw this. This is...
Just take a look at this. Twinkle Tush is an amazing opportunity for your lovely feline. All you have to do is put that back necklace on. And their tush will be twinkly in no time.
Wow.
That's right. That's outstanding.
That is the perfect present for Zoe this festive season.
Yes, exactly. That's
Sailor could do that, yeah.
I'm thinking about, getting Zoe a gift of this caliber. Maybe a different gem at the back.
And I'm sure they come in different kind of colors as well, and different types of sparkles. There's a starry-eyed one. Yeah.
It's
I don't know how I feel about the Twinkle Tush. I really don't.
No, it's great though. It's not glitter, it's litter.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you, Carl, for that rather random story. But let us know which hashtag, video, or story has caught your attention online this morning. You can share, of course, your thoughts with us online on our Facebook page or on Twitter using that hashtag Expresso Show. Right now, though, let's get some entertainment going. Catherine Swain in the house.
Well, it's time for some music, and in the studio this morning we welcome the talented South African singer-songwriter Catherine Swain. Now, originally from Cape Town, she is actually a third culture woman who spent her early teen years living in Nashville, Tennessee, where she decided to take on music as her life. And today she has graced the stages of various South African festivals, including having dropped her debut album, Little Box of Memories. Now she joins us to perform her brand new single, Play Toy.
Dum dum da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 da. Boys, 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 they're all the same, driving us round the bend with their crazy games. Oh, didn't you know that leading me on's exactly the same as coming on strong and oh, you want it all? Sorry, baby, but you need to know I'm not your cute little play toy. Thought you could have me, but you need to know I'm more than your little play toy. Hey, I'm sorry, baby, but you need to know I'm not your cute little play toy. Thought you could have me, and I play along, but I'm not your cute little play toy. On the ground, yeah, I believe in what is true, and what I'm about to do would make my mother proud, yeah. I'm sorry, baby, but you need to know that I'm not your cute little play toy. Thought you could have me, but you need to know that I'm more than your little play toy, little play toy. Don't you know? You should know. Tell you so. My heart says no. Don't you know? play toy. I'm so much more than a play toy. I thought you were the answer to my prayers. Don't wanna be alone. But now I found the answer to my fears is his perfect love. Perfect love. I'm sorry, baby, but you need to know that I'm not your cute little play toy. Thought you could have me and I play along, but I'm not your cute little play toy. So sorry, baby, but you need to know I'm not your cute little play toy. I'm more than a play toy. More than a play toy. Yeah.
Catherine Swain on your feel-good breakfast show with Play-Toy. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
So tell me, I'll take this mic away
okay.
so that you can speak on the one that is on you. Tell me about Play-Toy and the song, how it was inspired, how it all came together.
Yes, okay, so Play-Toy is basically meant to be a sassy take on the dynamics of modern dating. So that's the whole thing. The whole thing is like, I'm not your Play-Toy. It's like a cute way of saying, please respect me, you know, we're two people and yeah, we need to have equal respect for each other.
Tell them, respect me. Don't even need to say please, please just say respect me. All right. Tell me about your musical journey. How did you get to Nashville, Tennessee and decide there that music would be what you would be doing with your life?
Well, actually, funny story. Nashville's actually not where I decided to do music. I moved to Nashville when I was 9.5 years old. Actually, my parents were in ministry. So we went to the USA as missionaries. And then after being in Nashville for 5.5 years, we relocated to the UK. And it was actually in the UK, I was 15 years old.
Sure.
My life was turned upside down again, you know, trying to find myself as this 15-year-old chick. And I just really started to, I got this feeling, music is my destiny. And I changed all my subjects and everything and decided I'm going to pursue this. And I started my company, Catherine Swain Music Pty Limited, after a gap year and haven't looked back.
Fantastic. Well, we're glad that you're still enjoying the journey and hopefully you're enjoying the performances as well.
Thank you.
Do link up with us on our social media pages and let us know what you thought about that performance of Catherine Swain's Play-Toy.
Thanks a lot, Kat. An incredible performance there by Catherine Swain. She'll be back on the show a little later. First, though, let's check out some news. Here's Leanne.
Thank you so much, Carl. In the national news this morning, Health Minister Aaron Motsoaledi has announced that at least 36 people have died following an outbreak of listeria in South Africa. According to the National Institute for Communicable Diseases, there have been a total of 557 confirmed cases from all the provinces, the majority occurring in Gauteng, followed by the Western Cape and KwaZulu-Natal, with babies and people aged between 15 and 49 most identified as the most vulnerable. Members of the public are urged to contact the NICD Emergency Operations Centre with questions or concerns. The Nelson Mandela Foundation says it's horrified after the public protector found hundreds of millions of rands meant for planning the late former stateman's funeral were misappropriated. Earlier this week, Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane released the findings which showed widespread maladministration of funds amounting to 300 million rand by the Eastern Cape Provincial Government in funding Madiba's 2013 funeral. The foundation says the findings couldn't have come at a better time, as yesterday marked exactly 4 years since Madiba's passing. Now moving further abroad, Romania's former King Michael I has died in Switzerland at the age of 96. King Michael, who was diagnosed with cancer last year and subsequently withdrew from public life, ruled Romania twice. First in the 1920s when he was just 5 years old, and then again in the 1940s. A cousin of Britain's Queen Elizabeth, Michael was forced to abdicate in 1947 after the post-war communist takeover of Romania, and has lived in exile in the West for decades. Details of his memorial and funeral are yet to be confirmed. And then finally, international leaders have warned US President Donald Trump that he risks jeopardizing Middle East peace efforts if he recognized Jerusalem as Israeli capital and moved the US embassy there. Trump delayed a controversial decision on the ancient holy city earlier this week following frantic public warnings from allies and private phone calls between world leaders. Jerusalem's status is a key issue in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, which both Israelis and Palestinians claiming the city as their capital. Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Let's get a look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Carl.
Take a look at your sporting action. The points were shared at the Orlando Stadium last night as Orlando Pirates and SuperSport United played out to a goalless draw in the PSL. The point earned moved SuperSport up to 10th place on the log, while Orlando Pirates moved up to 3rd, tied on 19 points with league leaders Mamelodi Sundowns. In other results from last night, Sundowns thrashed Baroka FC by 4-0, while Cape Town City FC fell to Maritzburg United by 4-2. Going abroad, Bayern Munich ended their Champions League group stage run with a win as they beat PSG by 3-1 last night. While Kylian Mbappe got one back for PSG, the damage was already done as goals from Robert Lewandowski and Corentin Tolisso sealed the win for Bayern. Also in action last night, Manchester United progressed to the next round with a 2-1 win over CSKA Moscow, and Chelsea went through after a draw. In fact, that was with Atletico Madrid, while Barcelona beat Sporting 2-0. Let's head off to some cricket. Round 8 of the Ramslam T20 Challenge continues tonight as the Knights host the Cobras in Kimberley. The Cobras and Knights last met at Newlands 2 weeks ago, where the Cape Town side pulled off a thrilling 3-wicket victory, which moved them off the foot of the log. Tonight's other game sees the Dolphins up against the Lions. That's in Durban, and both games get underway at 6 p.m. And the International Olympic Committee announced yesterday that Russia will be banned from competing in the 2018 Winter Olympics due to state-sponsored doping. The call comes after the IOC's internal investigation found Russia guilty of systematic doping for several years leading up to the 2016 Rio Olympics. Clean Russian athletes will still be allowed to take part next year. However, they'll have to do so as an independent competitor under the Olympic flag. That's all for your sport for now. Let's head on to Ewan for some traffic details.
Thank you so much, Carl. Let's quickly take a look at the roads. It's just after 7 o'clock. And in Gauteng Centurion, there's been an accident on the N1 northbound, and that's before the Botha Avenue exit. Please approach there with caution. And then in the Western Cape, Cape Town, heavy traffic on Baden-Powell Drive in both directions. In Tableview on Legee Road southbound, and in Durbanville on Tygerberg Valley Road northbound. That's what we have for you in terms of traffic. Please be safe on the roads this morning. Get to your destination safely. In your weather, quickly, it seems like a very hot day for certain areas. There's also a chance of thundershowers in parts of Gauteng and also the Free State, and some rainfall along the KZN coast. Nou, temperature, Polokwane begin op 13, dit styg na 22, Mbombela 14, 19, Pretoria op 23 en 'n maksimum 27, Johannesburg 11, 22, Mahikeng 15, 27, Klerksdorp 14-27, Kimberley 16 en 'n maximum 30, Bloemfontein 13-27, Richards Bay on 17 with a maximum 22 degrees, Pietermaritzburg 13-17, Durban 18-22, Mthatha 11-18, East London 17-22, Cradock starting off on 12 with a maximum 30, Port Elizabeth 17-22, George 16 and a high of 23, Sutherland 13-29, Cape Town a hot day expected 18 and 31 later on today, Worcester 16 and scorching 36 degrees, Springbok also very hot 19-37, and Uppington 22 minimum this morning with a maximum of 35 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather for the 7 o'clock bulletin. I'm back in an hour's time just after 8 with another roundup.
Thanks a lot, Ewan. Now let's head on to the socials. Just yesterday marked 4 years since the passing of Tata Madiba, and we asked you to use the hashtag Remembering Mandela and just to give us some of the memories. And let me just track through a couple of them. Let's take a look at this one from Tutuko saying, "From you I learned that love has no color, respect is a two-way street regardless of age, to forgive is freedom, and to dream is to progress for all who believe in your dreams. I also learned that friendship is unity." Wow, Tutuko, my goodness, future president, you never know. And then also moving along to others, we've got some really great ones over here. Michael said the rock garden outside Nelson Mandela's home in Houghton, still full of messages to the icon from all around the world, and you can see a great picture over there with some hashtag Remembering Mandela memories. Also, there are so many great messages coming through over here, and of course, just yesterday was just a day to remember, of course, and ensure that we carry on his legacy as well.
Well, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we're bringing you some summer holiday gifting ideas. Gary Hadfield is here, and hopefully he's got some deals for us from loot.co.za. I'll talk to him about it, see what we can come up with.
Absolutely, and on the back of that, we want you to be safe with regards to your money over the festive season, so some financial tips heading your way as well after the break.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso right here on SABC3. As always, we love this part of the show as well. Your daily tech roundup. Carl Wasty, you've got the first one, man. What's happening in the world?
Well, the thing is, Android users have been a bit upset with regard to certain emojis.
Okay.
And the thing is, you know, sometimes I don't even know how you see an emoji. Like, you do zoom in to find all of the mistakes in the emoji.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But it turns out that there have been sort of edits to two emojis, one of which is the burger emoji. And the thing is, the old one, as you can see, has the cheese at the bottom. But burger fans and burger restaurants and burger food trucks said that they'll never put a piece of cheese at the bottom of the burger. Therefore, the Android users decided to, you know, a big outcry, etc. And next thing you know, the cheese was moved to the middle of the burger. I don't know who sees these things.
That completely missed me. I don't know. Went over my head, the first one. Anyways.
And then this is a very, very critical one because the old school, all right, beer emoji, as you can see, there's a gap between where the beer is and the foam. Foam doesn't float on top of a glass. So even the Google CEO had to jump in to make the edits, and he said, okay, wait, hold on, let's change things up. And now the new one, the beer is full. I mean, this is naturally a weekend complaint for the glass being not full. But that is now the new emoji. It's a full glass of beer with some foam on it.
Okay, okay. Well, I must be honest, like, I've missed it, eh? I've completely missed it. I don't think I've actually even used a beer emoji in my life before. So there we go. Thank you, Cole.
It's crazy. No, I know, right? I mean, how do you, the attention to detail is really, really strange.
Absolutely, but I guess it has to be right. It has to be right. And then another story also from social media sites. Instagram users will be happy to know that you can now import your contacts from Instagram onto Facebook Messenger. Now, in your Messenger app, you can now visit the People tab where they've added an option called Connect to Instagram. And this will then sync the contacts from Instagram and Facebook. But you don't have to worry about potential spammers because it will only add contacts that you have in common or both platforms. And this is just one of the many few integrated features the companies have implemented this year, including the ability to launch Instagram directly from the Facebook app and cross-posting stories as well, which I love. I think it's great that everything is kind of getting integrated like this, and you know, as opposed to going from one platform, you know, do your thing there and then this one and this one. Time saving, man. That's what we're all about.
They should just could have consolidated and just go face chattergram and just make one site that you can just go visit and do everything that you need.
Look, man, it's coming, but I'm glad the emojis are sorted now. Now we can use it on all of those platforms as well from one app, which is amazing. Carl, thank you very, very much. That's a roundup of our tech news here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, y'all. Now, for many of us out there, today is the last day of school for the year, whoop whoop. And for us adults, it is a real countdown until we can go for our annual leave. Now, for a lot of us, we want to make sure that we have our best gifting ideas. And Gary Hadfield from loot.co.za is here, and he's, of course, going to be sharing with us some great holiday deals. Gary, so good to have you here.
Thanks, back again. Yeah.
Oh, now let's talk about toys and gadgets. Not only for the young kids, but for us that are, you know, young at heart as well. What do you have out there?
Well, we've got a lot of good stuff for the outdoor. I mean, we've got this, the drone with the VR headset, so you get the live streaming. So it's a bit of outdoor and cerebral. For the kids, we've got the ride-on go-kart, which is really cool, just pure physical exercise. We've also got the soccer nets, and you know, for the mom and the dad and the kids to play. And what's really cool, whether you're on the Knysna Lagoon or you're in the Muizenberg waves, is the supboards.
Wow.
And the nice part about those is they actually pack up and you inflate them. So you can put them in the back of the car. It's very portable, and then you can be on the waves or the Hartbeespoort Dam or on the south coast in Natal.
Do you know what?
Very
There's
cool.
nothing like having one of those supboards, because when you see people out there living their best lives, you want to have your own one. Hey? And those are going for like 6,499 Rand, which is a massive, massive, massive deal. What about those of us who love the outdoors? What do you have in terms of outdoor specials?
Well, we got a lot of specials on, especially on camping. We've got the Seascape tent. It's a 10-man tent with somebody going through to Knysna or going up the west coast camping. We've also got a lot of ranges of chairs. The Bush Tech chair, it's a really cool director's chair for getting away. We've got gazebos, so whether you're going for that picnic or to the beach, or again when you're camping, just really nice big gazebos. So a massive outdoor range. So focus is a lot of fun and outdoors for the family for the summer.
And what I love on screen, you can see the massive savings as well through buying online. Like, let's talk about buying online, especially now. We are heading towards the end of the year. In terms of your tips and your experience in the industry, when should we make sure that we get all of this done so that it can be delivered on time and we can have our prezzies on time?
Look, just like on Loot website, I mean, we've got a cut-off dates for every type of product that says this day that will be delivered by X time. So check off the Christmas cut-off dates, number one. Number two, we got lots of in-stock items on 24-hour dispatch, which is really cool. And then if you're really pressed for time, get a gift voucher. I mean, you got millions of products to buy. Just buy somebody a gift voucher.
Wonderful.
So those things are key things.
And then we touched on it the last time that you were here. Don't you want to reiterate to us once again why it is so much safer and even more convenient to choose an online buying option as opposed to heading towards the shops and trudging through the different malls and things like that?
I think, again, you're just having 13 payment options. So we've got a hell of a choice from that perspective. We courier the stuff to your door. You spend $250 or more and you get it couriered to your door for free. So I think it's quite a no-brainer. It's convenient, massive ranges, all the payment options, and free courier delivery for orders over $250.
I love that. I love that. I think that with more people entering, you know, the country every single day, tourists and things like that, if you can do something at the touch of a button, so much easier. Gary Hadfield from loot.co.za, making sure that we are able to take advantage of awesome holiday deals. Now, you too can do so by simply visiting www.loot.co.za, your go-to online shopping destination.
The festive season is around the corner, which means shopping activity, of course, is going to peak at the moment. Consumers may have access to larger amounts of cash due to that bonus or maybe the 13th check. Stokvels and saving clubs, they're also going to be paying out. So we've got Culinary, CEO of SABRIC, the South African Banking Risk Information Centre, here in studio to share her top tips on how to carry your extra cash safely this city season, or maybe look at other ways of transacting without cash. Can't believe this is the last time we're going to be sitting down this year. But so good to get this message out there at such an important time. I mentioned Stokvel members, and we've seen in the press some awful stories, violent crimes being committed because these are such an easy target.
Absolutely. You know, we've been saying for a long time, a lot of people will have access to a lot of money, or more money than they have over the year. And so we saw last year, around late November, early December, those stokvel clubs that were actually collecting money, withdrawing from banks so that they could distribute amongst the club members. There were so many of the clubs that were actually robbed. I think we recorded about 40 incidents late last year, which is really horrible because people, saved their hard-earned money. So we thank to the stokvel club members and the people who actually manage the stokvels that there are so many different ways that you can actually do banking without having to physically touch the cash. People should, for one, should be contributing towards the club by EFTing money, by having a debit order. You don't have to physically go and withdraw money, expose yourself in that process, then take it over. And then when the person who's collecting the money for the club takes the bulk cash to the bank to go and deposit it, they're also at risk and they can get robbed. So, really, there's so many different ways to be able to do this. And even when you're paying out at this time of the year, there's no need for the person who's in charge to go and withdraw that money, put their lives at risk, put the money at risk, because criminals know that this is happening at this time of the year.
And you will be targeted.
Definitely, and they watch. They have spotters all over the place.
Because there's also a cultural attachment to that, and people want to see the cash in hand, and that is something that we're going to have to work around as well.
Certainly a mind shift, and I think with people, if they know how there's such huge risk with carrying that cash, and the probability of it getting stolen, is so high that you really need to know that you should do it alternatively. And if people don't have access to internet banking to do transfers, they can go to an ATM. You can do a transfer from one account to another at an ATM, and just go into your bank branch, ask for assistance in terms of how you can do this. And the bank staff are very willing and able to actually provide that assistance.
And do it in a safe environment. And we know that there are bank accounts with minimal, if next to nothing, when it comes to fees as well. Is this limited just to stokvels, or are there other kind of high-risk areas around this time of the year?
No, definitely not just to stokvels, because, people are getting bonuses, and we hope lots of people get bonuses. So certainly, people that get bonuses also, or any access to bigger amounts of money, there's no need for you to carry cash. You can make a payment over the counter. You can, when you're buying, you use your card, you EFT, you can do online banking. Of course, there's things that you need to be mindful around that as well, but it's far you minimize the risk if you actually do that as opposed to carrying that cash.
And go and speak to your bank and get advice on how to do these transactions if you need that. The most important thing is don't carry large sums of cash with you, because chances are you are going to paint a target on your back.
And also don't tell too many people about what your habits are, because that's also an important thing to remember.
You just never know where that information is going to go. Culinary, thank you so much. This is always such an eye-opener for me. I know you're working tirelessly to protect as many people out there. Go now and protect your hard-earned money at this time of the year. Make sure that you are not falling victim to the scam, because they are out there and they are desperately trying to get a hold of your information and your hard-earned cash. You've spent the whole year saving for the festive celebration. Don't let the scam get their hands on your money. For more tips, some incredibly important information on bank safety this festive season, visit the SABRIC website and their Facebook and Twitter pages. So Culinary, have a fantastic festive season yourself. Stay safe, and hopefully we will have gotten so much of this information across that next year we'll start on a completely different note.
Thank you very much, Graham, and all the best to you and everybody at Expresso, and certainly to the bank customers as well. SABRIC wishes everybody a great festive season.
Stay safe.
Wise up, watch out.
All right, still coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show this morning, we have the one and only Dylan Sage with us in studio talking Rugby World Series 7s. That's they are in Cape Town this weekend. It's going to be a phenomenal weekend.
And you know that Dylan, yes, he can play some rugby, but can he play table tennis? We put him to the test, so stay there to find out.
This is fun, man.
That's good.
Ah, there we go. Welcome back. You tune into your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso right here on SABC3. Thank you for choosing to start your Wednesday morning with us. Now, the new World Sevens Rugby Series kicked off in style this past weekend, where our Blitzbokke got their world title defense off to a winning start with a win in Dubai. Now, this weekend, the Blitzbokke will look to continue their winning run as the series makes a turn here in South Africa for the always spectacular Cape Town Sevens. Now, with his view on how this weekend's tournament will play out, we are joined this morning by Blitzbokke rugby player Dylan Sage. Dylan, lovely to have you, my brother. How are you doing?
Yeah, good yourself.
Cool, man. We are very, very proud of the team, man. The Blitzbokke always just representing, going out there with so much heart as well. The team did phenomenally well in Dubai, and it's always such a vibe when it comes to the sevens as well. What was it like, for the team, from what you've heard from the other players as well? How did Dubai turn out?
Yeah, great start to the season. I think the way we wanted to start. No, the guys were a bit shaken the first game, first few minutes, but they got into their stride, and it's a great way to start the season for us.
Absolutely, and they picked up that momentum, and they just started Sibila Sonatla as well, doing fantastic work, try after try as well. Brilliant stuff. No, definitely we can be proud of our Blitzbokke. Let's talk about the culture that you guys have, that we don't get to see behind the screens. Behind the doors, in the locker rooms. What is it like to be a part of the Blitzbokke team? What is that culture all about?
Yeah, I think it's just a bunch of guys that enjoy each other's company. I think that kind of shows in the field, I actually got asked a question the other day, and I think it's just, like I said, we're just good people, and we enjoy being around each other, and there's no one I don't like in the team. We're all good mates, and you can call anyone up for a coffee anytime. So I think that shows in the field. I
mean, there's obviously a lot of competitiveness when it comes to this format of the game, but it's nice to know that within the team it's like a brotherhood. There's you're not trying to outshine any other player.
For sure, I think internal competition helps a lot. I think it drives performance. Yeah. So as much as we're all mates off the field, we still want to do well on the field, and that internal competition sort of gets the best out of us. Yeah, now we know it's the Blitzbokke, like I've mentioned, puts a lot of heart in their performances. Let's quickly focus on the box. We've had a bit of a tough run over the past while. Now with the World Cup just 2 years away, I can't believe literally it's 2 years away from now. Yeah. What do you make? What do you think needs to happen? Can they turn things around? Listen, I think I can comment too much about it. I mean, 15s and 7s are two different sports, so I feel like I can't say too much about it. But I think they'll be all right. They've got a fantastic amount of players in South Africa, and the culture's being built there. The guys are wonderful rugby players, and might just be a little dark patch now, but they will come out of it, and I'm looking forward to the World Cup in 2019. Yeah, man, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be great to see the nation unite again, behind the box as well. So this weekend, a very, very big one for the Blitzbokke, the Cape Town leg of the World Sevens Series. It's going to be phenomenal. What do you make of going into the Cape Town leg? Because you've won it 4 out of 3 times now as well, or 3 out of 4 times, sorry. And it's going to be a tough competition. Who do you think is going to pose probably the biggest threat for you guys? Well, I think there's 16 teams in the circuit that all pose a bit of a threat. I think Fiji look really good, New Zealand look good from last week. England are always a threat. They won here last year, so they're going to be up for it. So I think it'll be a tough weekend for the guys, but obviously we always get up for the home tournament. That's a special one that you have, playing in front of your home crowd. So the guys are excited. I saw them on Monday. They all seem pretty calm and chilled out, but they can see they're anxious for the weekend. So I think it'll be a good one. And I mean, taking a look at the sevens and the fans that go there, I mean, how much of a plus point does home ground advantage give the team? No, 100%. It's a massive advantage, and it's a big party for 2 days. People get around us, but having your home fans, your family, your friends all around cheering for you is something special. Absolutely, Dylan. Thank you very much for joining us, and to you and the rest of the team as well. All the best. I mean, make us proud. I know that you guys will as well. And like Dylan says, it's a massive party. The sevens is definitely something phenomenal. So if you are around, go out and support our boys in green and gold.
Support indeed. Well, something else that you should support is your right to win on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, because there's less than 2 weeks left to enter the BP Fuel My Festive campaign, which runs until the 15th of December. Now, every week, 21 winners are awarded 300,000 Avios points to create their dream holiday. Along with this campaign, BP, Avios and Loot.co.za are giving away fantastic prizes right here on Expresso. And to be eligible, all you have to do is spend 400 Rand or more when filling up at a BP and swipe your activated Avios card, and you'll be automatically entered into both giveaways. Now, in front of me, we've got 7 boxes. You know how it goes. It spells out Expresso, and each one contains an amazing prize. Do you want to give us an idea of what those prizes are, Carl?
Okay, let's bet your appetite. The prizes are incredible. Let's start you off with a Bodum electric coffee and tea dripper worth 1,499 Rand. Well, I'm going to go game show here. Thank you very much. All right. Also, a 57-centimeter Weber Master Touch limited edition kettle braai, valued at, yes, you guessed it, 3,999 Rand. Together with a Weber premium cover for 299 Rand. That's what I'm talking about. Also, up for grabs is a new Cogito Pop smartwatch worth 1,331 Rand.
Very cool.
And these are just some of the amazing products that you can get on loot.co.za for your festive shopping.
Absolutely. I love the way you did that. Okay, so we've got the prize cards right here in front of us. What we're going to do is we're going to shuffle them like that to make sure that we don't know which prize is in which box. We're going to pop them in right there. Shuffle, honey. You want to pop the rest in there?
Thank you.
All right, so if you want to be a part of this amazing competition, you know what to do. And of course, all the T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Right, we are back with Dylan Sage, one of our Blitzbokker players, and we're about to put him through our Sportsman's Warehouse Slam Jam Table Tennis Challenge. And this is phenomenal because over the course of the next 2 weeks, we're going to put our guests through this challenge, and the guests that got the most points at the end of the day get to walk away with their very own done-run indoor table tennis table. So, dude, this could be yours, okay? This could be yours. So it's very, very easy, all right? It's a bit challenging because it could be gusty, all right? Right now, it's just fine. So what you have to do, you've got 5 balls. We've got a kind of a score sheet on this side. So you have to bounce the ball on that side as you would a normal serve and try and land it on the block with the most points. All right, so we got 2,500 there, 3,000 there, 5,000 in the small little square here. All right, so it's all yours, dude. It's all yours. Perfect. I hope your table tennis skills are as good as your rugby skills, dude. Right, go for it. Let's see. Oh my goodness.
2-5.
That was 2-5. That was 2-5. And another one.
5 again.
Okay, 100. Another 100.
Okay, what are we on here?
Okay, 2, 5, 5. Yeah, 5, 200. Another 2-5. All right. Waiting for the final score there. All right, just waiting for the final score there. 7,700. 7,700, my friend. I think you took the top score right now.
Top of the table.
Top of the table, my brother. That's amazing. So Dylan Sage, everybody, is in the running to walk away with his very own done-run table, tennis table. That's amazing,
awesome.
dude.
Thanks so much.
Congratulations on that.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I think that's incredible. Now, don't worry. You've got a chance as well to walk away with your very own done-run table, tennis table. What you need to do is just go sign up for a Sportsman's Warehouse rewards card, and you'll be automatically entered into the competition. And you can find those T's and C's on our website as well. That's expressoshow.com. Let the games begin.
Well, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. After the break, we are going behind the scenes of one of the most amazing films I've ever seen. It's called Wonder. Stay tuned for that.
And also, do you see this chocolate? This is going to be amazing. I mean, the Rocky Road bars with a white chocolate drizzle. It feels like it's going to be a delicious time here in Expresso, your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Clover Classic Custard and Clover Crush are hashtag way better together. Stand a chance of winning daily cash and airtime prizes or the grand prize of a Toyota RAV4 when you buy a 1 kilogram classic custard and a 1 litre crush together. To enter the competition, dial *120 *5676 hash and follow the prompts. You'll need the barcodes from both products and can enter as many times as you like. For the full competition T's and C's, visit clover.co.za.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's your feel-good breakfast show. Expresso here on SABC3. And of course, there are many, many things that we love to cover, including international news, which is always fun. So,
it's
Leanne
always
Williams,
fun working
what's up?
with you. Also, okay, let's find out what's happening in the world of entertainment news. We're kicking it off with, you know, a little bit of somber news. Not too sad, because John Mayer has been hospitalized. We all love him, such an incredible artist, and he had to have emergency surgery. Now, according to reports, John was rushed to hospital yesterday for emergency removal of his appendix. The surgery has also resulted in, of course, the cancellation of a few of his concerts, which have been scheduled for the next few weeks. But John will reportedly remain in hospital for an additional day or two, and thereafter have to take things really easy as he recovers. But we definitely wish him well and hope that he will be up and about very, very soon. Don't you just love him?
He's a great artist, eh? And I must just say, I mean, he's had a lot of girlfriends in the industry as well.
Definitely.
You know, scanning through every single pop singer that's been on top of the charts. I mean, that man's
definitely.
been...
But it always helps with, you know, content for your songs.
That's correct.
You know?
Breakups work.
Taylor
Oscar
Swift
Dahl
can tell
and
us
Taylor.
all about that. Well, our hearts definitely broke earlier this year around August when we heard that Anna Faris and Chris Pratt were announcing their separation, and any hopes of a rekindling romance or a rekindled romance seemed to be gone, because this weekend the pair filed for divorce, and it seems that Anna has already moved on. The actress was spotted with her rumored new boyfriend, Michael Bennett, while out and about in California. Now, while the pair have yet to confirm a romance, reports suggest that the sighting was because they were doing some house hunting, you guys. Divorce and house hunting with a new man, and the same week, talk about moving on swiftly.
Look, that's really swift, though.
That's very swift. I mean, they just announced their separation in August, and you're house hunting now already in December?
I have no idea. All I know is Chris Pratt's probably going to be at the star of a new movie called Guardians of the Prenuptial Agreement. I don't know. But it's really crazy, though, that you can go that fast.
That is very crazy. Do you think it's appropriate, though, to move on that quickly?
Well, I think appropriateness, I suppose it's up to the individuals. You know, everybody has their own pace. But I mean, still, that's kind of like, it's a really fast, man.
Exactly.
House hunting already. Crazy stuff.
I wonder how Chris Pratt is dealing with it. I'm sure there are many ladies all around the world that are willing to help him be a shoulder to lean on, just saying.
Absolutely. Oh, really? Including you. That's how it goes, though. But that was your international news. And, of course, we move on to part two of a very, very special interview that Leanne had with David Diggs with regard to a brand new movie called Wonder. And she asked him how he got involved in the project, as well as all the fascinating ways he got into his character.
Tackling difficult issues with a positive light, Wonder is a remarkable film with a fantastic cast, including Isabella Vidovich and renowned comic actor Owen Wilson. David, welcome to Expresso.
Hey, thank you.
It's so wonderful to talk to you. Would I be correct in saying that this was your very first on-screen camera role?
It was my first film. Yeah. I had done a little tiny bit of TV stuff before that, like very little.
Well, I must say, you did very well, absolutely amazing. And the film that you were in, absolutely amazing. It's a book that we all know and love, but can you tell us from your point of view, why did you so much want to be a part of this movie?
I loved this film when I was sent and I read the screenplay before I had read the book. So I was sent the screenplay and was just struck by how much joy was in it, but also how many different sort of heartstrings it tugged on, but without feeling like it was manipulative. You know, I didn't feel like tricked into these moments of emotion. I felt like this was just the honest portrayal of this sort of extraordinary young man's life from a bunch of different perspectives of also like pretty extraordinary people who are extraordinary just by virtue of them existing to the fullest extent of their abilities. You know, I think that's the most inspirational thing about it, is you get to sort of watch people figure out how to be who they really are, and that's enough. You know, like, that is amazing. That makes the heroes of the film.
The kids involved, all of the actors, you guys just played such an amazing pivotal role in the message that is going out to the world. What exactly are you hoping audiences are going to take out of this movie?
Well, I think I hope that people feel sort of empowered to bring the things that make them special to the forefront, you know, to not be afraid of their individuality. And then I also hope that it inspires people to just practice the art of kindness, to just choose kind as often as you possibly can.
Love it. Choose kind. Absolutely amazing. David, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
you were
you.
amazing. And we hope to see you on our screens a lot more often, because let me tell you, we were happy. We were very happy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. A film that teaches everyone the importance of love and showing kindness to one another. Go on an emotional journey with Wonder in local cinemas from 8 December.
All right, so let's get into the kitchen right now with my beautiful family. I'm very, very proud to have all of them here. Carl Wasty, you're also part of the family, brother. Okay, there we go. I love it. I love it. Listen, so we're making Rocky Roads. Very simple, kind of an easy treat for the kids, the whole family, especially over the festive season as well. But we'll show you that in just a bit. All right, so it is those Rocky Roads on the menu. It makes also a brilliant gift if you want to be gifting maybe family, friends, you know, other children. It's definitely one of those very simple go-to treats that you can make with the whole family. So I've got Carl, my boy, in studio as well. Kian right here, Dominic, and my beautiful wife, Adrian, as well, joining us in the kitchen because it's the festive season. We absolutely love it. Lovely to have you guys. So Kian, are you going to help me make these Rocky Roads?
Yes.
Hey, Carl, are you going to help him over there?
Yes, absolutely. So what do we do?
So this is very, very, very easy. Okay, so we got some crumbs, cookie crumbs in there. It's just your normal eat s'mores, okay? Grab some sweets, guys, grab some sweets. And then, Kian, if you don't mind, put all the popcorn in there, in the cookies, and don't eat all the marshmallows just yet.
Okay, go for it. Put that one in there.
Popcorn in there.
You know what? It's such a relief to have somebody my size on the show today. It's really great. Just amazing.
All right, and the marshmallows in there, Kian, as well.
Go for it, go for it, go for it.
Everything. There we go.
I love marshmallows.
So I just need to tell you, because it's also a very special day in the Hungarian tradition, because my family, of course, is half Hungarian. They're from Budapest. It's what they call Mikulás today. Kian, what is Mikulás?
It means that you bring chocolate and stuff.
Okay, so it means that Santa brings chocolates and stuff. Okay, that's very, very cool. So that's a perfect kind of treat for them, the whole family as well. So what we have here, Kian, look at that. It's chocolatey goodness. There's some syrup in there. There's butter in there. It's made with dark chocolate. So babe, is this definitely something that we can make? Yeah, you think over the festive season?
I'll try.
You'll try. You'll try. You don't have to try. It's very easy. So what I'm going to do, sorry, I'm just going to reach over here. And then, Kian, I need you to mix everything for me, all right? How does that look?
Here's your spoon.
Mix, mix.
You must mix it well now, eh?
I will.
Go for it.
That's it. He's a little chef as well. So he loves getting busy in the kitchen. That's it. Mix it, boy. Mix it, mix it, mix it.
I'll hold the bowl.
What's up, Domi? What would you like?
You're so good at this. I would.
It's got muscle.
Wait, yes. I'll steal you. There we go. How's that?
Careful, watch you. There we go.
Want it? No, you.
Do you need help?
Just mix it. And then the side over here, just give it a nice little turn. There we go.
Carl, give it a quick...
Just a natural.
Come on,
Kian.
Kian. Come on. So, Kian...
Let's help. Let's do this together.
What is your... Kian, if you have to say, Kian, what is your favorite kind of sweet to eat?
Marshmallows and chocolate.
Marshmallows and chocolate. That's awesome, boy. And are you going to help me make this over the holidays?
Yes.
Hey? Are you a little chef? Do you like making food?
Yeah.
Yeah? What is your favorite thing to make?
Sweets.
Sweets.
This is so good.
Do you want to give it a taste, Kian?
Go for it. I dare you.
And then tell me if it's good. Is that good? I like that. All right. Carl, so what you need to do now, so we just have a bit of a baking tray. It's lined, all right, just with some baking paper.
All right, cool.
Pop it in there, everything for me.
All right, you ready to go? We have to do this.
And then, Kian, you must like pat it down once it's in there, okay? And this is a great way to get the whole family involved and make something special this festive season. The keyword is Clover. It was that to 33728. That's Clover to 33728. And we'll send you the recipe straight to your phone. You can also go check it out on our website a little bit later on. Right, Kian, so now you need to push it down.
Do it with 2 hands. Oops.
There we go. I love how messy it is as well, because that's part of the whole team building with family, because everybody's going to get chocolate on their face as well, which is wonderful. I mean, just if I just take this over here.
No.
That was out of the chocolate way. Kian, look in Carl's nose.
Do the same. Just like that. Go for it. Great job.
All right. So once it's so I'm not completely forgetting about you,
No, please forget.
Okay, I'm not going to forget about you. No. So here we've got some white chocolate ganache, all right? So we've got some Clover full cream milk in there as well, and some melted down with some white chocolate. So I want you to drizzle it just on top. But you've got to make it look fancy now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we want ganache bay right now.
Did you just say Ganache Bay?
I did say Ganache Bay.
Okay, you guys are obviously...
Are you the only one that picked up on that?
I don't know. I just said Ganache Bay, and I mean, the kids are here. It's a family show. I'm just saying.
It's at least it's still early stages, my brother.
Ooh. Is that fancy enough?
Ganache Bay.
Here we go, Dom Dom.
It's totally going to
Is that
trend
fine?
right now.
Hey, take a happy. How's that?
Yes, there we go. Lick the spoon
Is it
again.
nice?
Okay, I'm sure that's fancy enough.
Brilliant. And then what you do, you leave it to set, and you have these beautiful rocky roads. Serve it with some Clover fresh full cream milk as well, and you have a brilliant festive treat. Kian, is that nice? Is that really? It's that keyword is Clover. SMS at 33728. Here's a quick look at those steps again.
Santa loves tasting different treats, so make his day with a flavorful Rocky Road bar with white chocolate drizzle made with love. For this recipe, you'll need 2 cups of Clover fresh full cream milk, 100 grams of chopped white chocolate, 2 tablespoons Clover butter, 100 grams of mini marshmallows, 2 cups of popcorn, 100 grams crushed shortbread biscuits, 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, 120 grams of Clover butter, and 100 grams of chopped dark chocolate. In a large bowl, add the butter, chopped dark chocolate, and golden syrup. Heat gently over a bain-marie until the chocolate has melted. Set this aside. In a separate bowl, add the biscuits, popcorn, and the mini marshmallows. Then add the melted dark chocolate. Mix everything together well. Press the mixture into a lined square baking dish. Set it aside. Pour Clover fresh full cream milk into a small dish. Add butter and chopped white chocolate. Heat in a bain-marie until melted. Drizzle the white chocolate mixture over the Rocky Road mixture and set in the fridge for half an hour. Serve with a tall glass of Clover fresh full cream milk as a treat for Santa on Christmas Eve. Or the kids can wrap up these delectable bars as a great gift for friends and loved ones. Made with love by Clover.
And there you have it. That keyword once again is Clover. SMS that to 33728. Look at these beautiful rocky roads. It's a messy affair in the kitchen, but just exactly how it should be over the festive season with the whole family. Try this one out. You can check out the recipe on our website as well. But if you are feeling festive, and so is Clover, and we're inviting you to enter our recipe challenge. Now, every day, one lucky viewer will win a Clover product hamper worth 1,000 Rand, and entering is really, really easy. Simply make this week's Clover choc banana pancake stack using the recipe we posted online. Then take a photo of your finished dish along with a bottle of Clover fresh full cream milk. Post a photo on the Expresso Facebook page and you might just be one of the winners who will bring the Clover home for holidays. And the winner for posting their amazing Clover choc banana pancake stack today is none other than Spyker Jevier de Bruin. Congratulations, we have your photo up there. Lekker Spyker. And yeah, that hamper could be on its way to you if my boy doesn't get in there and take everything first. But well done to you. You are the proud winner of this incredible hamper.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover. Oh, how lovely is it to have you and Annie's beautiful family on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Well, still to come after the break, Catherine Swain is in the house and she performs for us, of course, very beautifully. And then Zolanen is here as well, and we talk about festive roasts. All that more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso right here on SABC3. Lovely to be hanging out with you on this Wednesday morning. Now, the BP Fuel My Festive campaign is where you can stand a chance of winning 300,000 Avios points for a dream holiday. And then you'll also be entered into our Pick a Box giveaway where you can win prizes from loot.co.za, BP and Avios right here.
All right, so joining us on the line is Prince Williams, who entered the competition by filling up with 400 Rand or more and swiped his activated Avios card at a BP petrol station. Prince, how you doing, man?
Yes, I'm doing fine. How do you do?
Excellent. So, Prince, you see in front of you, Expresso, a number of boxes. Pick a letter for me, man. Let's see what you've won.
Which one are you going to go with, Prince?
So, X.
With the X.
X Factor.
All right, here we have it. Just want to make sure that it is indeed the X. Okay, let's see what you've won, Prince. All right, we've got an envelope here.
Oh, wow, this looks good.
Firstly, Prince, you have won 500 Rand cash prize in the BP Fuel My Festive. Yes, 500 Rand cash is yours. And then we have, oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. 20,000 Avios points, my brother.
Thank you.
20,000. And what else we have? We have a mushroom portable Bluetooth wireless speaker for your listening pleasure. Well done.
Very much. Thank you.
Well done. What a prize, man.
That
What
is
a
an
prize.
excellent prize. He's got everything he needs there. He can just like fill up, and he's got some points there as well, and then a Bluetooth speaker. I mean, what else do you need?
Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, so we also have another caller on the line, none other than Devon Fullback. Devon, are you there?
I am.
Hi, Devon. Are you well?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
Fantastic. Listen, how easy was it to enter this competition?
I just passed my Avios card.
Yeah. And next thing you knew, you're talking to us, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the X is gone, Devon, but you can pick any other box. Which one would you like?
Can I have the second S, please?
The second S.
Yes.
Let's just check second S. There we go.
Right.
All right. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I just love it. Who's shouting in the background, Devon?
Yes.
I am at school.
Clearly. That's why I got my school shirt on today. It's one of those things. So, let's see what you've won. Oh, wow. You've just won yourself 10,000 Avios points. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Plus a creative travel collegiate backpack because you're at school. That makes sense. Well done to you, Devon.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Devon. Very, very easy. Those prizes will make its way to you. Ah, man, I just love giving it away, man.
Yes, of course, man.
It just makes me wonder what's in the rest of these, eh? But yeah,
it's a car on that one.
You think?
I hope so.
No, but you know what? Besides that, it really is easy to win with Expresso. Don't forget to swipe your Avios card with when you fill up with 400 Rand or more at any participating BP to be automatically entered into the BP Fuel My Festive competition, as well as stand a chance at winning incredible prizes right here on Expresso. Now, you must do it before the 15th of December when the promotion ends. That's in 2 weeks' time from now. But for more info and T's and C's, you can just log on to our website, expressoshow.com. Also on the BP's website, that's bp.co.za.
Spend 400 Rand or more at BP, swipe your activated Avios card, and you could win big. Make your dream holiday a reality with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive.
Back in the studio, and we're joined by the talented Catherine Swain, who delights in writing songs focused on love and social commentary involving her personal experiences and her perceptions of what others have been through. Now, she's back to perform a song which can only be described as a women's anthem.
Arise, women of South Africa. Let's go. Arise, oh Africa, women of South Africa, for the Lord has called you from the darkest place. Arise, oh Africa, women the writing on the wall, read the writing. Read the writing on the wall. Freedom, arise, oh Africa, woman of South Africa. For the Lord has called you from the darkest place. Arise, woman of South Africa. Strike the woman, strike the rock, strike the woman, strike the rock, strike the woman, strike the rock, strike the rock. Strike the woman, strike the rock, strike the woman, strike the rock, strike the woman, strike the rock. Freedom, arise, oh Africa, woman of South Africa. For the time has come for you to run this race. Freedom, 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 freedom. Ingululeko, ingululeko, ingululeko. Freedom. Read the writing on the wall. Read the writing on the wall. Read the writing on the wall. Read the writing. Read the writing on the wall. Read the writing. Read the writing on the wall. Freedom. Strike the woman, strike the rock, strike the woman, strike the rock, strike the woman, strike the rock. Freedom. Strike the woman, strike the rock, strike the woman, strike the rock, strike the woman, strike the rock. Freedom. Arise, oh Africa, woman of South Africa. For the time has come for you to run this race. Arise, woman of South Africa. For the time has come for you to run this race. Arise.
La Catherine Swain on your Feel Good Breakfast show, a women's anthem. What inspired that song for you?
Well, it was actually the 1956 march that happened when 20,000 women marched on Parliament against the pass laws. And it's just something that I wanted to write to really inspire and encourage women to speak out. I think that, you know, women and children are some of the most overlooked people in our society. And I just love how there's these trends now, respect for women, rise up, find your voice, don't be afraid to speak out. And I wanted to say that, like, you've got Hlonipha Bafazi, Hlonipha Bantwana, respect the women, respect the children, Watinza Bafazi, Watinza Makotu, strike the woman, strike the rock, which is such a key phrase in South African history.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to make a statement.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing your beautiful talent with us. Hope you're enjoying it at home. Do let us know on our Feel Good Breakfast Show's Facebook page.
Incredible performance by Catherine Swain. Some ululating in there as well. And talking about ululating, here comes Leanne with your news on Expresso.
Baie dankie Karl. In die nasionale nuus, die minister van Gesondheid Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi het bevestig dat 36 mense reeds dood is weens die uitbreking van listeriose. Meer as 550 gevalle van die siekte is sedert die begin van die jaar aangemeld. Die meeste van die gevalle is in Gauteng, gevolg deur die Wes-Kaap en KwaZulu-Natal. Listeriose is 'n bakteriese siekte wat ernstig maar voorkombaar en behandelbaar is. Die bakterie kom voor in grond, water en plantegroei, as ook in diereprodukte, groente en vrugte. Die Nelson Mandela Stichting het met skok gereageer op die verslag deur die openbare beskermer oor die wanbesteding van geld tydens oud-president Nelson Mandela se begrafnis in 2013. Die OB, Busisiwe Mqobane, het bevind dat die Oos-Kaapse regering sowat 300 miljoen rand se staatsfondse wanbestuur en wanbestee het. Van die geld was veronderstel om gebruik te word vir die voorsiening van lopende water, elektrisiteit, sanitasie en die herbou van substandaardskole. Op die internasionale front, Roemenië se voormalige koning Michael I is in die ouderdom van 96 in Switserland oorlede. Hy is verlede jaar met kanker gediagnoseer en hy het hom gevolglik aan die openbare lewe onttrek. Hy het Roemenië 2 keer geregeer, geregeer eers in die 1920s, toe hy net 5 jaar oud was en weer in die jare 40. Hy is gedwing om met die kommuniste oorname in 1947 te abdikeer en het dekades lank in die weste in ballingskap gelewe. En dan tenslotte, wêreldleiers het president Donald Trump van die VSA gewaarsku dat hy vredespogings in die Midde-Ooste in gevaar sou stel indien hy Jerusalem as Israel se hoofstad erken en die VSA ambassade daarheen verskuif. Trump het vroeër die week 'n omstrede besluit hieroor vertraag te midde van 'n paniekerige waarskuwings van talle lande wat Amerika steun. Jerusalem se status is 'n sleutelvraagstuk in die Israeliese-Palestynse konflik, aangesien albei partye die heilige stad as hulle hoofstad beskou. Well, that was your 8 o'clock news update. Let's get a final look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Carl.
Taking a look at your sporting action, the points were shared at the Orlando Stadium last night as Orlando Pirates and SuperSport United played out to a goalless draw in the PSL. The point earned moves SuperSport up to 10th place on the log, while Orlando Pirates moved up to 3rd, tied on 19 points with league leaders Mamelodi Sundowns. In other results from last night, Sundowns thrashed Baroka FC by 4-0, while Cape Town City fell to Maritzburg United by 4-2. Moving abroad, Bayern Munich ended their Champions League group stage run with a win as they beat PSG by 3-1. That was last night, while Kylian Mbappe got one back for PSG. The damage was already done as goals from Robert Lewandowski and Corentin Tolisso sealed the win for Bayern. Also in action last night, Manchester United progressed to the next round with a 2-1 win over CSKA Moscow, and Chelsea went through after a draw. That's with Atletico Madrid, while Barcelona beat Sporting 2-0. Moving to cricket, round 8 of the Ram Slam T20 Challenge continues tonight as the Knights host the Cobras in Kimberley. The Cobras and the Knights last met at Newlands 2 weeks ago, where the Cape Town side pulled off a thrilling 3-wicket victory which moved them off the foot of the log. Tonight's other game sees the Dolphins up against the Lions in Durban, and both of those games underway at 6 p.m. And some bad news from the Olympics. The International Olympic Committee announced yesterday that Russia will be banned from competing in the 2018 Winter Olympics due to state-sponsored doping. The call comes after the IOC's internal investigation found Russia guilty of systematic doping for several years leading up to the 2016 Rio Olympics. Clean Russian athletes will still be allowed to take part next year. However, they will have to do so as an independent competitor under the Olympic flag. That's it for sport for now. Let's head over to Ewan for some traffic.
Right, let's quickly take a last look at your roads on your Wednesday morning. And starting off in Gauteng, Pretoria, there's a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound, and that's after Garsfontein Road. The left lane is blocked, so just be aware of that. Then in Gauteng, Johannesburg, a stationary truck on the N3 northbound, and that's after the Galulies interchange. The left lane is blocked. Please approach there with caution. And over in the Western Cape, in Heideveld, there's been an accident on Danafontein Road northbound, and that's at the N2 highway, and traffic is backing up in that area as well. That's what we have for you in terms of your traffic. Please be safe on the roads, decrease your speeds and increase those following distances, and also do not text and drive. Right now, let's quickly get a last roundup of your weather and temperatures, and it looks like there'll be a chance of thunder showers in parts of Gauteng and also for the Free State, and then some rain can be expected along the KZN coast as well. Jou temperature vandag, Polokwane skop af op 13, dit styg na 22, Mbombela 14 en 19, Pretoria 23, 27, Johannesburg 11, 22, Mahikeng 15, 27, Klerksdorp begin op 14, dit styg na 27 grade, Kimberley 16, 30, Bloemfontein 13, 27, Richards Bay on 17 with a maximum 22, Pietermaritzburg 13, 17, Durban 18, 22, Mthatha 11, 18, East London 17, 22, Cradock starting off on 12 with a maximum of 30, Port Elizabeth 17.22, George 16.23, Sutherland on 13 minimum with a maximum 29 degrees, Cape Town 18 and a nice and hot maximum of 31 degrees, Worcester 16 and scorching today, 36 degrees, Springbok also very, very hot, 19 minimum with a maximum 37, and Uppington 22 with a maximum of 35 degrees later on. That's a wrap of your weather here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show for your Wednesday morning.
Well, it's time for us to take a look at what's happening on social media. We need to find out the answer to our emoji charades game. Of course, we know it's a song, 3 words. There's a thumbs down and a heart. And let's see what our very first answer was. Chidiso says, the music love is going down. Oh, I see what you did there. Gary Oakham says, it could be Tony Braxton's Unbreak My Heart, but I'm probably drunk. Really, Gary? It's only Wednesday. And then Tundi says, I have no idea, but I saw the other answers of the other people. Let's find out what that answer is. Avishan Naika says, Halsey with Bad at Love. It sure is a top tune. Congratulations to all of those who got it right. And to the one who says he's drunk on a Wednesday, too early, way too early.
Here we go, here we go. We're going to be taking a very quick ad break. It's a beautiful day here in the Mother City, nice and hot as well. Indeed. But the festive season is here, and Zola will be sorting out your roasts this coming festive season. It's the Culinary Hotline Bling, ting, ting, ting.
Also, Mitchell's Plain Festival. If you missed it, we have all the highlights that you need to get the gist of that incredible festival.
Ever wanted to visit a snowy winter wonderland or relax on a tropical beach? You can visit your ideal destination when you win one of 21 dream holidays every week from the 2nd of October until the 15th of December with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive. To enter, visit a BP fuel station and swipe your Avios card when you spend 400 Rand or more. Get your Avios card for free at BP, activate your card, and you could win big with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only mean one thing.
That's it. That can only mean one thing. It's a Wednesday. It's time for the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. Zola Nene in the house. Zola Nene. And we are joined by Dominic
Dom's
as
going to
well.
help answer questions
Dominic
too.
just wants to be in the kitchen, man. He just wants to hang around with us. So what we are doing in our culinary hotline today, it's all about, you know, what you're going to be putting out on your festive table, specifically your roasts as well. So if you have any questions regarding how to make that roast extra special and perfect, call us 0214309881. That's the number to call. Right, so Dominic, I don't know, you have a question? You want to ask something? No?
Not yet.
No, you could just smile. It's all right. Listen, Zola, so right, chicken, turkey, that's pretty much what the go-to options when it comes to the festive season in terms of roast. We don't want it to be dry.
No, never that.
You don't want to have a dry turkey or dry chicken. It's horrible.
Nope.
So how do you prevent that?
Okay, so a lot of people, so this is the chicken, obviously. If you're making turkey, the same rules apply.
Yeah.
We're just doing it smaller scale.
Okay.
Also, turkey is, by the way, if you're going to make a turkey takes 2 days to defrost. So don't think that you're going to defrost it just the day before, hey? Make sure that you take it out in time, okay? Okay, so to prevent it from going dry, what people often do is brine the turkey. So that's basically putting extra moisture into the meat so that it doesn't dry out.
Yeah.
Dom, you must listen because you're going to make the roast this year. Your parents didn't tell you.
Go run along.
So to make the brine, basically all you need is equal parts of sugar and equal parts salt.
Okay.
A bit of vinegar. And then some water.
Right.
Okay, so it's like a bath for your turkey.
Okay.
And then you want to flavor that however you want. So you can put cinnamon sticks in there. I like to put this combination in there, so a bit of bay leaves for some earthiness.
Okay.
Thyme, because I love thyme and it goes with everything, basically. And then I like to put some star anise and some cloves in there because it's Christmassy.
Yes.
But you can, of course, put whatever herbs that you like. You put some sage in there. Don't put shade in your turkey.
Don't throw shade over the chicken roast, okay, Zola?
Yeah, so you can put sage in there, you could put some cinnamon sticks in there, so it's completely up to you. But basically, you leave the chicken in the fridge, or the turkey in the fridge, once it's defrosted, you do this, by the way, in this brine solution. Make sure the water's cold, by the way. And then just leave it overnight, and the turkey or the chicken will absorb a lot of that brine mixture, and it'll keep that breast meat really juicy.
All right. And then what happens when it comes to the actual kind of cooking part of it?
Okay, so for me, the same rule applies with turkey as it does with chicken. 200 degrees, 20 minutes per 500 grams, and then make sure that you rest it for an additional 20 minutes after you've cooked it.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And then also trussing a turkey is also, or a chicken, is a great way to sort of, it compacts the bird and sort of plumps up the breast and makes it really close. So that it doesn't dry out, basically.
Okay.
So it tightens everything together so that it doesn't dry out.
Trussing.
You can actually put
We'll
trussing.
get into that.
I'll show you how to do it. So basically, you put stuff into the turkey.
It's called the stuffing.
No, just like aromatic. So half a lemon, some onion, things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then also cook it breast side down first. So I cook it breast side down for the first 3/4 of cooking, and then only once it's only like a quarter to go. Okay.
Just start again, take a breath.
Try again. I got breast side down for the first 2/3 of cooking.
Okay.
And then the final third of cooking, turn it over and you get crispy breast skin.
Okay. Well, that's like so much information right now to take in, but you know, we don't joke around when it comes to those festive roasts. If you have a question, you can call us. Our lines are open 0214309881. So that's the number 0214309881. Zola Nene is in here because why? It's the culinary hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting. All right. Oh, actually, wait. We got a caller right now.
Oh, yay.
Hello, caller. Veronica.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Veronica.
Hello, Veronica. Lovely to talk to you. All right, so what's your question for Zola?
My question is, Zola, I've grown up with gammon. You must boil it, and then later when it's cooked, then you just glaze the fat.
Yeah.
Or the skin.
Yes.
So I just want to know, can you put the gammon into the oven from raw? And like a normal pork roast.
Okay.
Can I do that?
No, you do have to boil the gammon first. So remember, gammon is a cured meat. So it's been sort of sitting in a brine solution, if you will. So you need to actually cook the gammon before you can glaze it. But you can actually get pre-cooked gammons that all you need to do is score the top, glaze it, and then bake it straight away. So they're sold where the shortcut is done. It's a shortcut method.
Yeah.
So it's cooked for you. So all you have to do is finish it off. So you can just make sure that you buy the right one. If it's raw, you do have to cook it for a really long time.
All right. Thank you very much, Veronica. I really appreciate that. I hope your gammon turns out absolutely amazing. Once again, if you want to give us a shout, 0214309881. That's the number you need to call right now if you have any questions regarding your festive roasts this season.
Exciting times in our kitchens. Now, some neighborhoods have their own block parties, other suburbs have their own festive traditions, and then you get communities that are all about having a 3-day fun-filled festival. I'm talking about the Mitchell's Plain Festival, and it's all about good food, amazing music and activities, a lot of fun, and all in the name of social upliftment.
The Cape Flats is rich in culture, diversity and heritage, and the Mitchell's Plain Festival is all about celebrating that and more through music and festivities.
Founded in 2009, the festival brings together business, youth, community organizations and talent for a celebration that's the brainchild of Rosario Brown.
The ultimate objective is obviously to bring the community together, to celebrate all the good things coming out of this community. Yes, we are faced with crime and the usual drugs and violence, but more importantly, there's a sense of community still here. A lot of good things happen here. So yes, we are here to celebrate all the positivity coming out of this community.
Now, you talk about communities being behind closed doors. Why is it important for people from the Cape Flats to have access to a festival like this?
A festival like this is important because there's a high unemployment rate on the Cape Flats. People can't afford to go to some of these other establishments for these international shows. So this to them is their international shows. They appreciate the local talent. This festival was built on the back of local talent, local artists from the community. So I think people appreciate that it's affordable. Our pensioners don't pay to come in, our disabled people don't pay. Children under 6 come in free. That's a commitment we made from day one. And I think we were fortunate enough to have such partners as Nedbank to continue that tradition of allowing the deserving people in this community to come in free of charge.
Nedbank has been one of the festival main sponsors for a number of years and helps motivate other businesses to make use of the platform to connect with the community.
Pedro, why is it important for Nedbank to be inside the community at an event like this, making a difference?
6 years ago, Rosario approached me and he gave us the intent, giving background, that we need to celebrate Mitchell's Plain. I think Mitchell's Plain was over 40 years old, and he said, how can corporates explore to give back? Now we thought about it and we said, let's back Rosario in what he's doing. And the intent is to give back to the people in Mitchell's Plain to show we care and are part of community.
Now, talking about seeing money differently, Nedbank has just recently launched a new app. Walk us through some of the features of it.
Yeah, no, we're very excited. You know, the world is moving at a fast pace, and it's all about convenience, it's all about simplicity. What is cool about the new app, you know, is that instead of standing in long queues in our branches, our customers can do things for themselves. The idea is to make sure you do transactions quick and fast, and that is what our customers want. So go out there, download the app and use it.
On stage, the entertainment is a mix of big names as well as local performers who come from Mitchell's Plain or similar communities and can build a following at grassroots level, like comedian Reza Forbes.
Most definitely, I love coming to the festival, you know. The crowd is always absolutely amazing, spot on, and you know, they just give you that excitement to come back, so most definitely I will be coming back. You know what, the opportunity, you know, that the festival gives to upcoming artists is awesome, you know, the exposure is awesome, and for someone coming, you know, from a community where you're always looking for an opportunity, you know, to perform, is absolutely awesome, and I just love how I can represent, you know, the community and speak for the community and actually showcase my talent as part of the community.
Besides exposure for young artists, the festival also creates over 200 part-time jobs, which gives the community even more reason to celebrate and be happy.
From the love on stage to the vibe within the crowd, the Mitchell's Plain Festival truly shows that it's a festival for everyone and every age.
Oh, definitely looked like a lekker jol, eh, the Mitchell's Plains Festival.
Did.
Where were you?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure,
Yeah.
you're unsure. It's okay, because probably she was baking or making
Actually,
some
no,
festive
I know what I was
treats.
doing. It was my sister's baby shower.
Ah,
That's what I was doing.
How's Zamo doing?
She's doing so well.
Hello, Zamo. If
She's
you're watching.
close. I'm about to be an aunt. It's close.
Love it. Listen, we are back with the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. All right, so we have a caller on the line from Durban. Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am
Morning.
good.
Oh, she sounds so happy.
Sandy, there we go. Sandy, lovely to have you. What's your question this morning?
I want to know how to prepare and roast a turkey.
How to prepare it.
Yes, and roast a turkey.
How to prepare and roast a turkey.
And roast the turkey. Okay, so like I said, if you want to make sure that it stays juicy, try to brine it the day before, so that mixture we spoke about before. And then do this. So this is a chicken, obviously, but apply the same rules. Truss your turkey. So put in some aromatics. I'm going to put some thyme in the cavity. I'm going to put a bit of bay leaf in the cavity. I'm also going to take a little bit of lemon to put inside, just like that. You see how I put it loosely so that the air still circulates? Then you want to truss your turkey. So basically, it's like keeping it all compact so that it roasts really evenly.
So it's called trussing.
Trussing, yeah. So you go over the parson's nose. You cross just, oh, gosh, okay, it slipped. Hold on. Hold on.
We're going to get it. We're going to get it.
So over the parson's nose, or you can go over the back. Just cross your string, okay? Then go over the legs, just like this.
All right.
Tuck it under, okay? Bring it round. Can you see how it's tightening up? Can you see? Can you see how it's...
that one needs to move down.
Oh, there you go.
There we go, okay.
Okay, so you can see how it's plumping up the breast, just like that. And then just one more time around the bum of the turkey, or the bottom of the turkey. And then tie it up over here to tie the legs together. And then your turkey, or your chicken in this case, is ready for the oven.
So what is it called at this stage? Trussed?
This is trussed.
Trussed.
Okay, this is what trussing is. Okay, so then, to make sure that your turkey isn't dry, cook it, like I said, skin side or breast side down for the first 2/3 of cooking, and then turn it over. Another tip to make sure that your turkey doesn't dry out is to put some butter, because why?
Ooh, mo butter, mo better.
Mo butter, mo better. So make sure
you
tuck some butter under the skin. See how I'm doing that? You can do the same thing to your turkey, just to make sure it bastes it from the top down.
That's not a bad idea.
It's a great idea. You can also you can also put some herbs in here as well. Yeah, but the main thing is just remember the rule: 200 degrees. 20 minutes per 500 grams, so make sure that you weigh whatever bird you're making so that you don't overcook the bird.
Okay.
And resting it is super, super important.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Sandy, thank you for your question. Really appreciate that. Remember, our lines are open, 021 430 9881. Now, stuffing. Stuffing, obviously, we need to look at as well.
Yes.
What is a good stuffing to use?
See, for me, I think that stuffing your turkey in the cavity with a lot of that dense, breaded stuffing or cranberries or rice or whatever you want to use, sort of slows down the cooking, and then you often find that that's when your turkey or your bird will be really undercooked, and that's like the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
So I like to actually just loosely put some of the stuffing in, because you want that, that perfume flavor, but then cook the rest of the stuffing on the side. So so I like a bit of a fruity stuffing with my turkey. So I put some apricots with the breadcrumbs, a bit of onion, sage is lovely, thyme, of course, because it goes with everything, a bit of parsley. Mix that all together, and then loosely stuff it in the cavity if you want to, or bake it in a tray on the side.
Awesome. I think the key thing there is to really not stuff it,
exactly. Don't cram it in there, otherwise you won't get any heat in the cavity.
Exactly. You want some air circulating around. But we are keeping our lines open, 021 431 9881. That's 021 430 9881. If you have any questions around making those roasts absolutely perfect, because we are here with Zola Nene, and it's the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting.
So more of that awesomeness coming up after the break, including how to properly carve a roast. And if you're like me and you need some help cleaning, I got an awesome breakfast fry-up cleaning tip session just for you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary hotline bling.
That can only
Hey, 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 is back. The Culinary hotline bling, ting, ting, ting. With Zola Nene in the kitchen. She's joining us. We're taking care of your festive roasts this coming festive season. And we've had some interesting and very cool tips as well. You can see Zola went mad with the butter under the chicken skin. But apparently, mo butter, mo better.
Mo butter, mo
That's what
better.
it is. Listen, we have a caller on the line. Jill from Pietermaritzburg. Good morning.
Good morning, Zola, and to you as well.
Good morning, my dear. What's your question?
I just wanted to ask you, Zola. I'm having a change this year. I'm going to be doing a lamb roast and a beef roast for Christmas. You suggested brine the chicken and the turkey. Would you suggest that I should brine the beef and the lamb overnight as well with that same brine?
No,
What
I
would you
wouldn't brine
suggest?
the lamb or the beef. It'll sort of discolor and go grey, and you don't want that for your
Yeah.
your meat, your red meat.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So just
Okay.
rather if you want to keep sort of the lamb or the beef juicy, you can actually it's called barding when you put fat inside. So you basically poke a hole. You can put butter in there if you'd like. You can put some bacon in there as well if you like, just to add some extra fat to the meat. But I mean, beef and lamb you can eat sort of medium rare even. So it's just a matter of not overcooking it. What I would do though is make a delicious rub. So put some fresh herbs together, things like thyme. Once again, I love thyme, you can tell. Parsley,
All
a
the
bit of
time.
lemon zest would be fantastic. Olive oil, and then rub that over your meat and leave that to marinate overnight. And that will give so much flavor. Yeah, so that you don't have to brine.
Fantastic.
The word is brine. You don't have to brine your red meats.
All right, Jill, thank you very much for your question.
Okie dokie. Thanks so much indeed.
Cheers, have a very festive
Cheers.
season. So
Enjoy
that's
your
very cool.
day.
So meat as well. Okay, let's get back to the chicken quickly.
Yes.
Carving the chicken, all right,
Yes.
without, looking like a complete, not know-it-all. But we want to make sure that when you carve it, you look actually like you know what you're doing.
Yes. So the most important thing is don't choose a tool that you're comfortable with. If this is your tool of choice, don't be ashamed. You use this knife.
Okay,
If you are comfortable with a bigger or larger knife, then that's fine too.
right.
Okay. So which one should I use? The smaller one. Let's use the smaller one.
Okay,
'Cause it's
let's go for the smaller one.
It's pink. Okay. So
Right.
you want to start by taking off the legs. Okay. So the same applies for a turkey. Obviously, same anatomy as a chicken.
Okay.
So take the legs off so you can see with the natural line where it runs here. So just cut over here. Sort
Okay.
of wiggle your knife around. You can feel the joints and the bones. Okay. And make sure you're not cutting through bones. You're just sort of maneuvering your knife so that you find the point at which the bone meets. Okay.
Okay.
So cut that off just like that. Can
Wow,
you
that
see?
was super easy.
Super easy. It's not as difficult as people make it out to be. Then here, same principle. You sort of cut down and you see how you find the place where the bones
Jeez,
meet.
like
Can
it.
you see it?
Okay.
So there's your thigh and your drumstick, okay?
Right.
The breast is where people often go wrong. So with a turkey, most people like to sort of slice by slice, which is, if that's your prerogative, you go right ahead.
Okay.
But I'll show you a way that I like to do it, okay? So you can
Right.
slice it slice by slice,
Oh,
just
that
like
looks
that.
good, though.
Does look good, doesn't it? Okay. Or what's really I love is because I love to give people chunky pieces of meat. So
Yeah.
I cut the entire breast off. So
So run along the breast line, yeah.
All along the breast line. Cut down here so that you can make sure that you
Okay,
separate
this is
it.
obviously you'll do this after you've removed the legs and the thighs.
Yes,
Oh.
after you've done the legs and the thighs, you can tackle the breast,
Yeah.
okay? So I take the entire breast off, just like such.
Just like such.
Just
All
like
right.
such, okay? So just maneuver it
Yeah.
around. See, whole breast.
Wow, that was
Then
very easy.
I promise you, as easy as it looks,
It is.
that's how easy it is. You just have to take the time. And then what I do is slice the breast just like so. Then you can actually have chunkier pieces of meat for people to eat.
Okay,
And that's
well,
it.
there you
That's
have
all it takes to carve.
A very quick one-on-one on carving your chicken, and the same applies, I'm sure, for a turkey.
For a turkey, same anatomy. For a goose, for a duck, all the same.
Got it. Thank you very much, Zola. We're going to be back with the Culinary Hotline bling, ting, 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 in just a bit. That number 021-430-9881 if you have any questions around roasting this festive season.
Well, after all of that hard work in the kitchen, it's how to shine with Mac Kitchen cleanup time. And of course, we know that weekend mornings are the best for a breakfast fry-up. We all love that. I myself am a massive fan of scrambled eggs and bacon, but I'm not a fan of washing up pans and bacon grease and egg residue and all of that mess. Those foods make cleaning up such a mission. But this morning, we're going to be giving you tips on how to lighten your load with Mac. So are you ready, Mr. Strader?
Absolutely. Look,
Wonderful.
it's great to have that fryer, but it does leave a bit of a mess. All right, it doesn't matter how much or how clean you try to work as well. So those tips are very, very easy to do. So firstly, what you need to do is make sure that you clean and Oh, there we go. So firstly,
yes,
I mean, it's delicious. Crispy
I'm going to
bacon,
kick it off for us because we know that crispy bacon is super, super delicious, but it does create a very, very big mess. So what you need to do is make sure that you tackle the grease in the pan first. And there are two options that you have. The first one is that you can pour water into the pan, make sure that everything really just loosens up really, really well. And then, of course, make sure that you scrape all of that fat together. The mac, of course, has all of the positive ingredients that are going to make sure that you are able to tackle that grease properly. And we all know that grease splatters all over the place. So make sure that you first let all of that grease cool, then use your mac, and then of course make sure that you shine all of your surfaces. Mac has a very high foam formula and active lemon, which works really, really well for cutting grease.
Absolutely. Now to clean your pan, add some mac to hot water, very, very easy. Then pop your pan into the hot foamy sink, let it soak for a couple of minutes, then wash and rinse off. Very, very easy. Now, everyone loves eggs. I mean, I'm a big fan of eggs, and I know you too, Anne, as well. Now, they can be cooked various ways. Scrambled, fried, poached, boils, whatever you fancy. But egg residue is another nasty thing to deal with, okay? Yeah, it's very difficult to clean if you don't do it properly. But it seems to be very resistant to hot water, scrubbing, even lengthy soaking. Then it should be fine. Now, interesting fact is that eggs are unique due to their very high concentrations of both protein and fat. Now, washing egg residue off is tough because the combination of fats and proteins is insoluble and impenetrable by water. Wow. So don't worry, because a detergent like mac can penetrate and break down the protein lipid mix.
Exactly. So now when it comes to your eggy pot, pour enough water into the pot or pan to cover the burnt eggs, and then of course add a little bit of mac. Remember to turn the stove on high, and then when the water begins to boil, turn the stove down and allow it to simmer for about 10 minutes. One tip to stop it boiling over is to put a wooden spoon over the top of the pot or the pan, and then make sure you keep an eye on the water level of the pan to make sure that it does not evaporate entirely. And then while simmering, scrape the bottom of the pan with a spatula to remove the egg off as well. And then finally remove the pan from the stove, pour in the water, the soap and the egg residue that you've removed, and then soak the pan in a foamy sink to wash with a sponge and rinse and leave to air dry.
Easy like that, and then you have spotless surfaces just like that. Now, that's the breakfast cleanup done and dusted. Now, we're giving away a fabulous Mac hamper every week. Now, to stand a chance of winning, SMS the keyword Mac to 33728. SMSs are charged at R1.50. No free SMSs apply. T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Now, this week's giveaway ends at midnight this coming Friday, so make sure you start entering right now.
For every dish, for every occasion, Mac makes it easy for you to shine.
All right, so we are back with the lovely Zola Nene, because there's the culinary hotline bling, ting, ting, ting. Yes, we love it. Now, we've had some interesting questions coming through as well. Our lines are open, 021-430-9881. We're talking about festive roasts and how to do it properly to make sure that you impress the family and friends and the guests that are going to be pulling through if you're going to be hosting as well. Gammon is always a go-to option.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so having gammon. And this festive season.
Gammon.
It's there, it's in the shops already.
Yep.
All right, you can get it. Now, the big question is, Zola, I mean, how do you prepare your gammon for Christmas? Now, we had a question a little bit earlier on, but if you run us through again, because you get two different types of gammon.
So you can buy a bone-in gammon or ham as well. But okay, so if you buy a raw gammon, you're going to have to sort of boil it or poach it before you actually glaze it. Ready for the oven. So you can also buy ready cooked ones that just need the glazing.
Right.
For me, most people cook it in water, just plain water, maybe with some onions and celery in there, just for some aromatics. I like to actually cook my gammon in ginger beer.
Really?
Yeah.
In ginger beer?
In ginger beer. It like gives it such a delicious flavor, sort of permeates the meat, and it's gingery and delicious. Yeah.
I didn't know that. So is this the ginger beer that you would like go out and buy, or?
Absolutely.
Because knowing you, you'd probably make it.
No,
you know?
no, not for this. No, just the regular ginger beer that you would buy and drink as a cool drink. I use that. Then I put some extra spices in there. I still put my onion in there. I still put some celery, even some carrots, and then slowly poach your gammon for depending on the size, an hour and a half, whatever it is. Then you take it out, and then the fun part is glazing it. Okay.
Right.
So then once it's out, so this one's been cooked, obviously. You cut off the skin. Some of them come with skin on top, and then you want to sort of score just the fat.
Yes.
So you can see I'm not cutting through the entire.
So this is not after you've cooked it.
This is afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah. And at this stage, if your gammon is really fatty, you can actually cut off some of the fat. So you can see this is quite a lot of fat. If I didn't want so much, I'd cut some off, and that's fine. You can do that. That's completely all right. And then if you want to sort of do an ode to the retro times, you can pierce each one. You know how your grandmother or your mom used to pierce each little corner with cloves. That's fine. Do that if you want, but I think it's very time consuming and nobody actually eats the cloves.
But it looks cool if you've done it.
It does look very cool.
Nice.
No, it does. It does. So if you want to do that, please feel free. Okay, so my go-to glaze is always a bit of soy sauce, a bit of honey. I like to put some orange marmalade in with that. So melt it all together and then pour it over the gammon, just until it's like the thickness that you like. It is very hot, yeah. But remember, this will go into a 200-degree oven so that it'll glaze over. And then just pour it on. So pour a little bit on before you put it into the oven. Okay?
That smells amazing.
And then into the oven, 200 degrees, and then watch it, because, you know, it's got a lot of sugar and sweetness in it, so it'll burn really quickly. And then keep basting it and put some more on. And then keep basting it, and then it becomes this burnished, beautiful, golden gammon that everyone is salivating over. And then
like
you
Lola's
win.
doing right now.
You win at Christmas. You win.
Okay. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Now, what about a bit of a sauce that you can make for us? Like a sauce to go with the meat?
Yes.
White sauce kind of thing?
Yes. So traditionally, some people actually in the UK serve turkey with bread sauce, which is basically a milky sauce. It's basically like a bechamel, but they put breadcrumbs in it just to thicken it up. So you can do that type of sauce. What I love actually is just to do a bechamel, because everyone likes a bit of white sauce, add some cheese, because some people are a bit iffy about gravy and it's not their vibe. So you make it in exactly the same way that you would make white sauce. So a bit of butter, a bit of flour, and then, instead of the butter, use the pan drippings from your actual turkey or your roast, Some flour in there, whisk it all together, and then also reserve those extra juices and use them to actually to make the sauce itself. And then to make it extra creamy, which in the trade we call a velouté sauce, we add a little bit of milk, but for extra richness and a little bit of a tang. Because, you know, turkey meat is very rich, especially the dark meat. So add a bit of amasi to your mix.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then that's going to give you a bit of a tang and a little dimension to your sauce. And you've got a gravy. And then for leftovers, use this, mix it with the meat. Pie.
Zola is excited about the festive season in South Africa. You can clearly tell. Thank you very much, Zola. It's great tips. Thank you for all of your questions and calls as well. Really, really appreciate that. And that was it for your Wednesday. The Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. Thank you, Zola.
Pleasure.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.
Coming up on Afternoon Express, mayonnaise is not just for salads, as Caletza will show us a little later. Sometimes even choc chip cookies can be made with a bit of mayonnaise involved over there. So if you want to grab the ingredients list and the recipe, please get into the Afternoon Express Facebook page and you can cook along with the Afternoon Express foodies a little later.
Well, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast show, the beautiful Zuraidah Jardine is in studio and she's going to chat to us more about her family's skin on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And then we're also talking about the 3 stages of weaning. All that more coming up on Expresso.
Tune into Expresso for table tennis action as we host the Sportsman's Warehouse Slam Jam with local celebs trying to ace the competition. And you could make your festive season fun and become table tennis champion among your loved ones. Get a stylish new Dunrun indoor table tennis table on special now at Sportsman's Warehouse and sign up for your rewards card today. By joining the rewards program, you'll also be entered into a lucky draw. Get in the game of winning with Expresso and Sportsman's Warehouse.
4 fingers up, 2 twisted in the middle. There ain't no plus, so we need to save more. The solutions are simple. Let's get some plus. We can nibble the root, the chicken.
I don't know how to laugh, I'm sorry.
Everybody came down, started that. You need to double check first that you turned up the tap. Yeah. Mr. Selector player vinyl set. The king of the mother cities. We Tokyo drifting. We need to save now, but there's no pool swimming. And everybody's coming to the Western region. They must have caps that during the festive season. And you know the 3 things that Biggie said. We need a watershed because it went to the U-E-S-T-S-I-D-E. It's the one and only CPT. I'm coming from the West Coast, the West Coast, where we got the best side, the good hope. And we be saying, it's the one and only CPT. way I talk that I come from Cape Town. A Cape Malaysian, this is a Shabir shakedown. And when it comes to women, honey's like a capsa. Macy girl, can't go like your harder. I don't have a type, but I have an appetite, so I...
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, beautiful and glowing skin is an indication of good health, which is why skincare should be a priority when thinking about your family's well-being. We have Zoraida Jardine back in studio with us this morning, and she's going to be sharing a little bit about her family's skincare tips. Zoraida, so good to have you.
Thank you. And you've got beautiful skin.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, you know, we have people that make sure that we look, you know, a little less shiny in the morning.
Takes a village.
Now, the last time you were here, we talked about skin, we talked about different skin types and, of course, the needs that they have. And then you also shared with us, you know, that your husband and your son also struggle with eczema as well. Do you want to tell us how that's going?
As you may or may not know, Josh and I have very different skin types. I've got very much a olive skin type, and he's very, very fair-skinned. Our kids obviously have a mixture of both. My son started developing eczema last year. In fact, this year rather, when he started school for the first time in his life. Josh has been struggling with eczema for most of his life, and it kind of like flares up when he's in pre-production of a show. And I think that often kind of like comes up when you're going through a lot of stress. And I think with my son starting school this year, it flared up for him, which was kind of heartbreaking for me to see like all these patches of eczema on his arm. But he's doing fine right now.
That's good. That's good. Has it got something to do with the fact that you've incorporated Dermicalp into your daily skincare routine?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So for me, what was paramount for me was that I did not want to use a product with cortisone in, especially for my little boy. And what I love about this product is that it's cortisone free and it's locally made. So it's also proudly South African, which I absolutely appreciate.
Now, I know you said it flared up this year, or it's very difficult for a young one to understand what eczema is all about. How did you kind of incorporate this into his daily routine as a young one?
So clearly it was quite embarrassing for him because it was, you know, it wasn't like hidden under clothing. It was like on his arms, and in the summer it's obviously something that you can see. So that was quite embarrassing for him, and he became aware of that. The fact that his father has it too was kind of like, was reassuring for him that he was sharing this condition with someone else. But the really nice thing about the itch relief cream, which because he was itching a hell of a lot, and when you itch a lot, you tend to scratch and it gets worse. The itch relief cream relieved that almost instantaneously with both Josh and Shia. So it's been a very I like to use the word organic because it has been an organic process, getting the product and then using it on my family.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I think unless you have it, you really won't know what the challenges are that go into having eczema. But we also know that summer is here. And with summer comes a whole lot of challenges on its own. What are your plans in terms of making sure that you take care of your family's skincare routine? And which Dermicalp product are you going to have in your summer bag?
So what I will tell you is that last year, this time, both my kids got sunstroke.
Wow.
And that's because I was not a good enough mom.
Oh, no.
I did not use any aftercare on their skin.
Okay.
So what I will be using this year, especially with kids, because they don't, you know, when it comes to the sun, a spray is always nice to use. Dermicalp has this product which is called the After Sun Spray, which is really nice to use once the kids or even adults have been in the sun for a really long time. It's moisturizing, it relieves any sunburn, and that's definitely my product for the season. It's a must-have in any parent's bag.
I love that. So we now know that you have going to be having the After Sun spray. I love that there's something in there for everyone.
Absolutely. That's the great thing about this product. Last week, for example, I was playing with my kids in the grass and a bee stung me. And I went to go and get my itch relief cream, and it was gone immediately. So it's one of those products that kind of like transitions beautifully for the whole family.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here, Zoraida, and of course for sharing with us everything that's happening with the fam. We're so happy to hear that they're doing well.
Thanks, Leanne.
Well, Dermicalp offers your family a cortisone-free alternative for itchy and irritated skin, including eczema, and you can stand a chance of winning your very own Dermicalp product hamper to the value of 1,300 Rand. All you need to do is answer the following question: which Dermicalp product is mandatory for Zoraida's holiday? Let us know on our Expresso Facebook page using that hashtag or that tag Dermicalp, and the winner of the hamper will also go into a draw and a chance of winning a 5,000 Rand discount voucher. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Now, being a parent, I know how quickly time flies. I mean, 1 minute you are literally holding a baby in your hands, and the next they are grown-up little humans with personalities and attitudes. Now, my two boys are grown up by now. They are running around the studio somewhere, but I remember how daunting it was to start the weaning process, especially being a first-time parent. Now, fortunately for all of you new parents out there, there's help on hand to guide you through the whole weaning stages of your baby's development. And today, we are joined by co-authors of Weaning Sense, pediatric dietitian Kath McGaw and occupational therapist Meg Farre. Ladies, thank you very much. Lovely to see you again.
Yeah, lovely to be back.
Yeah, lovely. So look, the book has been doing phenomenally. What has been the response so far from newbie parents?
No, it's been amazing. I mean, the social media, we're getting all these little photographs of babies holding the book for the first time. And we were in the top 10 of the cookery bestseller list for many, many weeks in a row. So we've really been blown away by the reception.
That's amazing. Now we are talking about weaning, and in your book, obviously, you unpack it, the different stages. But let's define it. What exactly does the word weaning mean?
Well, weaning, it's really the introduction of complementary foods in the essence of the book. So it's not about removing milk out of the diet. It's really adding foods now to a milk-based diet and starting the journey towards a solid diet.
Okay, so just starting that transition right there. And of course, there's big questions, you know, around what is the best time to go about this. I mean, this is the one thing that I think freaked myself and my wife out when we got to those stages as well. But another interesting thing in the book that you guys unpack quite, you know, in detail is collab weaning. What on earth is collab weaning? Because it seems like I've missed that.
Well, as you said, there was so much controversy around how to wean and when to wean. And so Kath and I, we love to make things very simple. And we decided that using an acronym collab, and collab kind of speaks to the collaboration between the mother and the baby, but it is also an acronym for the way in which we like parents to introduce foods. And so each letter of the word collab stands for one of the letters. So for instance, C stands for cues, O stands for own personality, L stands for led by science, A for age appropriate, and B for baby friendly. So that's what collab stands for, and if parents follow that, they can introduce solids quite easily.
Okay, so that's a bit of a, I'm going to say like a step-by-step guide showing them exactly, because it's daunting. It's really daunting. Can my baby eat this? Can he not? Will he be okay? What will he do? How will he react to the foods as well? But I think another big question that a lot of people might have, you know, once you have now determined the right stage or right age where you're going to start weaning your baby, is the basic equipment that you need, because now the foods change, you need things to prepare certain foods. So in your experience, what are some of the basic kind of essentials?
I think what's really is you don't need a whole lot. I think that's first important. It doesn't have to be a super expensive exercise, but you do need something to grind or blend up the food, because initially you are going to start with foods that are fairly mushed and pureed, and then you're going to also just need basic stuff like your normal equipment you'd find in the kitchen, your steamer, perhaps, because we do encourage steaming.
Yes.
You can use your oven as well, so a nice clean oven tray maybe for those early stages of roasting some nice veggies that give lovely flavor. And then your basic, I think these spatulas work wonderfully as well. You know, generally spatulas are just helpful when it comes to pureed foods. A whisk, a masher, potato masher is also very helpful, peeler. Just those basic things and a good knife.
And what's great is, I mean, those things are unpacked in the book as well. I'm sure that you can also find all of the kind of direct the pointers where you need to go. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. And once again, well done on that book. Definitely something that every parent should be getting. But Meg and Kath will be back next week to share more knowledge on weaning. And if you have any questions, you can call in live next week or leave your questions under the Baby Bullet post on our Facebook page. It is as easy as that. Now, we do have a bit of a competition as well. We have the wonderful Baby Bullet with us as well. And for your chance to win your very own Baby Bullet as well as a copy of Weaning Sense, all you have to do is let us know what first meal would you make with your Baby Bullet. It's as easy as that. Then post a picture of you and your baby on our Facebook page using the hashtag BabyBusiness in your entry as well. T's and C's can be found on our website, Expresso Show.
Well, it's time for us to play a little game. Why? Because saving water doesn't have to be a difficult thing. We all know right now we are in the middle of a drought, so we're all trying to play our part to make sure that we are doing what we can to reduce our water usage. And we've got a little bit of a game so that we can all make sure that we can get involved. You and Stratum, get in here. We need you to be a part of this, and we are going to be sharing tips on how you too can save water. Okay, so are you two ready to go up against each other?
I don't even know what's happening right now.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. So this is how the game going to work. There are 3 multiple choice questions related to water saving. Are y'all paying attention?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I will read out the question, and if you think you know the answer, then press the bell, okay? The correct answer will give you a point, and if you get the incorrect answer, your opponent can give it a try. Okay? You got that. And then lastly, the contestant with the most points wins, and the person with the least is going to have to step into our water-free karaoke shower and give us a little song while saving water. Are you ready?
Okay, is that the loser?
That's the loser. It's going to step into the shower and, of course, give us a little song. Okay, cool. Deep breath in and relax. Here we go. Question number 1. How much water can you save if you switch off the shower when you soap up? Is it A, 10 litres a minute, B, 40 litres a minute, or C, 60 litres a minute? Carl Wasty?
I'd say 40 litres a minute.
Is that correct? That is incorrect, Carl Wasty.
10 litres a minute.
10 litres is correct. Can we have a hand to you and Stratum for getting that right? Don't worry, Carl, you can still do this. You can still do this. All right. Question number 2. How much water does a toilet flush use? Is it A, 35 litres, B, 70 litres, or C, 9 litres? You and Stratum?
It is 20 to 35 litres.
That, are you saying A? Is that your answer, Carl? What's your answer?
9 litres.
Carl's correct, everybody!
Yes! Sing like a bird today.
All right, here we go. Final question. This city has set a water consumption limit per person per day. Is it A, 90 litres, B, 87 litres, or C, 102 litres?
Come on.
Stratum, you're in there. You didn't even let him finish. Okay, cool. What's the answer?
87 litres.
87 litres. You and Stratum wins first off of the challenge. Congratulations.
Sorry, Carl. Sorry,
All right, so after the break, Carl is going to be stepping in for a very short karaoke shower.
I just really wanted to see you sing in the shower.
Fun.
We want to see you sing in the shower. Well, of course, if you want to not miss that, don't miss that, because Carl Wasty will be stepping into our water-free shower and singing us a little song.
Aww.
10 local music stars have created 2-minute shower songs to help you save water. Visit 2minuteshowersongs.co.za and download your free shower playlist.
Whether you enjoy the majesty of a mountain range or endless sand dunes, make your dream holiday a reality with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive. BP is giving away 21 dream holidays every week from the 2nd of October until the 15th of December. Simply visit a BP fuel station, spend 400 Rand or more and swipe your Avios card to enter. Get your Avios card for free at BP. Activate your card and you could enjoy a travel adventure with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive.
Close your rope. Cool. Are you going to close it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're struggling to get your arm in.
Got you. Perfect.
Okay, you can put it loud.
Do I have to sing along with it?
Yeah. Okay. Just give us some.
We're taking it easy. We're taking it easy. We're taking it easy.
But still use this how we know.
Yeah.
Still use this how we.
Okay. Do I have to go to show you?
Right, that's supposed to be the mic, but we're using this mic, but you can use it.
Okay, cool.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, if you joined us before the break, you would have heard that in our shower competition, you and Straight On came out victorious. Well done. Give him a hand.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very
The
much.
crowd's not happy for you, so you can
I know, fine, I'll go.
But who is happy about the fact that Carl C has to sing us a 30-second song in our water-free shower this morning? Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Y'all been partying all night. Okay, this is how it's going to work. Carl has got his beautiful robe on. He's going to open the shower door and he stepped inside. He needs to close the door. Close the door, Carl.
Oh, close the door.
Also, grab the shower head microphone. Select one of the songs from 10 great SA stars. Okay, you select your song and then turn up the volume.
Okay.
And follow the lyrics and sing your heart out, Carl. Go.
All right, here we go. The summer breeze, take a load of you and me. Despite the madness,
Can't hear you, Carl.
it's only me and you. Oh,
sing up, buddy.
It's only me and you. Oh, we're taking it easy. We're taking it easy. We're taking it easy. We're taking it easy. Taking it easy. Taking it easy.
Here's the beautiful thing. Carl, you forgot to be washing yourself. That's the point. You can't just be singing the song. You need to be washing as well. He's done absolutely wonderful. Of course, all you need to do is visit 2minuteshowersongs.co.za, download or stream songs from your favorite local artists and shorten your showers to 2 minutes or less. Just like Carl, but this time it's actually washing. Yes.
Hey. Oh man, well done, Carl. Well done, Carl. I feel actually bad that I beat you out, but you gave a brilliant performance. There we are. Keep those showers to 2 minutes, please. Right now, we are back with the lovely Zoraida. She's here, and it's time for another table tennis challenge. It's the Sportsman's Warehouse Slam Jam Challenge. All right, so what we're going to be doing over the next 2 weeks, we're going to put all of our guests through our challenge, and the one that racks up the most points will be walking away with their very own done-run indoor table tennis table. So this could be yours.
Can't wait.
Zoraida. All right, so you've got 5 balls in the bucket there.
Yes.
You need to bounce it, all right, like you would at serve. The ball needs to bounce on your end of the table first and then try and hit the highest score. Right, so we get the 2,500 there, 500, 500 there as well. So, yeah, I hope you're good.
Okay, cool.
I hope you're good. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready to go, yes.
Go for it.
Ah.
Right, 500. 600. Oh, yes, 1-6. Did that count? Guys, did that count?
It's okay.
It doesn't count? All right. Ooh, that was on the line there. I couldn't see. All right.
Give me the highest score.
1 ball.
Last one. Yep.
2-5. All right.
Did I win?
We're waiting for the final score. 4,200, Zoraida.
What does that mean?
That means you unfortunately did not get to the top. Dylan Sage is still leaving at this stage, so we'll see. But it's okay. You got to play. We'll actually play a little bit of game of table tennis a little bit later on. But that wasn't bad though. That wasn't bad. Well done.
I'm going to shake hands.
Well done. We'll shake hands on that. Now remember, you stand the chance of winning your very own Dun Run indoor table tennis table. All you need to do is sign up for a Sportsman's Rewards card today, and you'll be entered into that lucky draw. Now you can also go to the Expresso Facebook page for more details. T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Easy as that.
Absolutely, but it's been an amazing show. Thank you so much, Zoraida, for joining us as well. And we'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same place on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Carl's back, everybody. Mwah.
Bye.
Ciao.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.